following is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network.
Kicks and finds Johnson for two.
Following is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network.
Kicks and finds Johnson for two.
Let's head up to the broadcast booth for the pregame show right now on Magnitude Sports.
Hello, football fans, and welcome to Kindred, North Dakota, where we are gearing up for quarterfinal playoff football action. The 11-man Class B playoffs are just a few minutes away, 26 minutes till we get to starting lineups. We are absolutely thrilled to be in Kindred for what should be a very exciting matchup right here in Kindred, North Dakota. It'll feature the visitors on the scoreboard, the team that brings in a record of 7-2, the number 3 team in Region 1, the Central Cass Squirrels, coming to Kindred to take on a very familiar foe in the home team on the scoreboard, the undefeated 10-0, number 1 team in the region, number 1 team in the state, the defending state champion, Kindred Vikings. Boy, we are excited to be bringing you some football here today. It's 54 degrees, winds out of the south at 10 miles an hour. It's absolutely beautiful out here. I am, again, happy to be joined alongside Nicholas Eggy, the Eggmeister Eggman, and Lucas Klobundi on the camera. Nick, it's playoff Saturday. How are you today?
I am doing fantastic. This game is giving me goosebumps already. I mean, growing up in Kindred, we always looked on that schedule. We found the red team up north, and we circled that every year. And I guarantee you, Castleton looks at the team down south wearing blue, and they circle that every year. And it doesn't happen that much where these teams get to meet in the playoffs. And this is going to be a very fun game today, Josh.
It is going to be a fun game. We had talked a little bit about, just the energy is always different in the playoffs, but it's certainly more amped up when you've got a rivalry going on. Neither one of these teams wants their season to come to an end today, and neither one specifically wants it to go down at the hands of the rival. It's probably, arguably, one of the best rivalries in the state of North Dakota.
I agree 100% on that statement, Josh. Every year, every sporting event, these stands are always packed, and it's always a fun atmosphere.
We are excited to be here. I want to first thank our sponsors. Once again, we wouldn't be able to be covering these games if it weren't for our sponsors. And I want to start off with the Knickerbocker. The pregame show is going to be sponsored by the Knickerbocker. If you're ever looking for something fun to do before a game, stop at the Knickerbocker and tell Mike Bice thanks for his support of football coverage on Magnitude Sports. Also want to thank Peterson Farm Seed and Sinorama. Thank you to MLGC and Tommy's Express Car Wash. Thank you to Mustang Seeds, Jamie R. Swenson and Park Company Realtors, Goldmark Commercial, Runnings of Moorhead, and Stein Seed. A thank you to Nipstead Farms and MJ Nipstead Management Solutions. Thank you to Viking Homes, Kindred Booster Club, Swenson Farms, and Kindred Area Arts Partnership, the Kindred State Bank, and Kindred Storage. A big thank you to you folks. We also want to thank Ryan Youngren jumping on board for some playoff action. A thank you to him. Once again, we're in the pregame show, the Knickerbocker pregame show, and we are thrilled to be here. Josh Almaris alongside Nick Eggman, a cameraman, Lucas Klobundi. We're going to take a quick break here. We're going to take about a minute and a half break, and when we come back, we're going to look at some of the things that are going on around the state of North Dakota. It's quarterfinal 11-man Class B playoffs. There's more action than just here. We'll be back in a minute and a half on the Knickerbocker pregame show.
If you're looking for a bank or insurance agency that offers big bank products and small town service, then Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency is the way to go. Live in or near the Kindred area? Stop in and chat with a friendly banker or insurance agent about all of the convenient services and features they offer. Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency are your neighbors who are here to help you grow and develop. Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Online at kindredstatebank.com.
Kindred Storage provides secure and affordable storage 24 hours a day. The units at Kindred Storage are new construction, isolated from water and snow, and are maintained year-round. The area is also well lit to ensure safe and easy access to your possessions day or night. Call 701-428-3121 for availability, unit pricing, and more information. Kindred Storage. You can find them online at kindredstorage.com. You can also find them on the north side of the airport in the city of Kindred.
Hey fans, welcome back into Kindred, North Dakota. Josh Almaris alongside Nick Eggman and Lucas Kilbundy. We are very, very excited to be bringing you quarterfinal football action. Big day across the state of North Dakota. Once again, this one features the number 3 team in Region 1, the Central Cass Squirrels, coming in with a 7-2 record to take on the 10-0 number 1 team in Region 1, number 1 ranked team in the state of North Dakota, and undefeated and defending state champion Kindred Vikings. It's going to be a fun day today. Take a look quick around the state. The Kindred Vikings, Central Cass Squirrels playing here at 1 o'clock. This is the only game that's starting at 1 o'clock this afternoon, so getting a jump start on the rest of the competitors. The winner of this game will take on the winner of Beulah and Shiloh Christian. That game is in Beulah at 2 o'clock this afternoon. On the other side of the bracket, it's the number 2 ranked team in the state, Velva Drake Animus. They play host to Dickinson Trinity. The winner of that game will take on the winner of the number 3 ranked team in the state, Hillsborough Central Valley. They are playing host to Oaks High School. Nick, is there one of those games that you're most looking forward to?
We're here. We're at the game that I'm really looking forward to.
Well, if you're a football fan in the state of North Dakota, I think you have to be paying attention to this game. Like I said, there's probably not a better rival in the state. That might be for some not a true statement.
Yeah.
If you're from Castleton, you're from Kindred, you know this is a big rivalry. Nick, it wasn't too long ago that you suited up in the playoffs. What's it like getting up on a Saturday morning knowing you're in the playoffs and you have to win or you go home?
It's a different feeling right away when you wake up. You know it could be your last game. You're thinking about it all week at school, and then that Saturday comes, you're not really thinking about it anymore. You wake up and you're ready to go. You're fired up, and you're ready to go hit some heads and keep going and just play the game like you know you play all year.
Fans are really filling in right now. We expect a full crowd. We've got some alum of the Vikings side, Max McQuillan here, and of course we got Lucas Kilbundy, 2 gentlemen that won the state championship last year and got to play a good amount of games right here on their home turf. So we know both teams are really excited. We're going to take another break. We want to welcome you in once again to the Knickerbocker pregame show. When you're looking for something fun to do before any game, consider stopping by the Knickerbocker, and thank Mike Bice for his sponsorship on Magnitude Sports. We'll be back in 2 minutes. We're going to look at the keys for each team when we come back.
It's the untamed, wide-open landscape that we're proud to call our own. This is where Mustang Seeds got its start. Our family-owned seed company grew from humble beginnings to proudly serve farmers across the Midwest. Thanks to you, we are living the American dream. Today, Mustang Seeds is 60 years strong, but it feels like we're just getting started. Mustang Seeds, plant with pride.
Runnings is your store for more this fall and winter season. More warm and quality clothing and footwear. More leaf and snow removal equipment. More things to keep you moving and safe, like antifreeze, snow shovels, battery chargers, heaters, and more. It's the store that gives you more. And our friendly sales associates will help you find whatever you're looking for. Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store.
Hey fans, welcome back into Kindred, North Dakota. It's a beautiful afternoon here in Kindred and a lot of excitement in store. Quarterfinal football action between visitors on the scoreboard, the CentralCast Squirrels taking on the home team, Kindred Vikings. It's 54 degrees with winds out of the south at 10 miles an hour. They think it's going to get to 59, maybe even touch 60 degrees today. And in late October, that is
fantastic.
That is fantastic indeed. We want to thank you once again for tuning in to the Knickerbocker pregame show. You're looking for a place to go before any game, stop by the Knickerbocker. And we want to turn our attention now to the keys of the game. We're going to look at each team, starting with CentralCast. Going to turn over to Nick here shortly to give you the keys for CentralCast being successful. Tommy's Express Car Wash bringing you the keys to the games. When you grab the keys to your car, stop by Tommy's Express to get it looking nice and sharp. So, Nick, let's start with CentralCast. What are the Tommy's Express Car Wash keys to the game for the CentralCast Squirrels?
First thing they got to do is move the ball. In that regular season matchup we went to and we watched, they moved the ball a little bit, but they couldn't punch that thing into the end zone. And they have to attack that Kindred secondary to be able to do this. They're not going to be able to run the ball. They're going to have to be able to spread this ball out and attack at different angles and have that balanced attack.
Yeah, the Vikings have shut out CentralCast now in 2 straight games, so they have to move the ball. We both had mentioned that we were surprised they didn't attack Kindred's secondary more in that Castleton game. Owen Wiersma, he went out early, kind of got rolled up on his ankle. He came back, wasn't 100%, but I absolutely agree. They need to show a balanced attack, and they need to move the ball through a balanced attack. You got another one?
They got to stop the run, too. Last game, Kindred only threw the ball twice. That is basically unheard of when you get to this level of football. I think Castleton's got to load the box, and they have to make Kindred beat them through the air.
Yeah, Vikings only threw the ball twice for -3 yards. They just ground and pound, and we'll get to the Vikings offensive line a little bit better, but no doubt the Squirrels are going to have to figure out a way to stop the run. What's your last one?
Control emotions. Every year we see this. It doesn't matter what sport it is. These games always get chippy between red and blue. Yeah. You don't want to have that 15-yard penalty for unsportsmanlike conduct and end up hurting your team, and it's a winner-go-home mentality today. State championship is in the back of everyone's mind, but you can't win it today.
Yeah, absolutely right. The rivalry runs thick, and both of these teams looking to try and win a state championship. You said it best. You can't win the state championship today, but you can lose out on it, and neither team wants that to happen. So that's the Tommy's Express Car Wash keys to the game for the Squirrels. Let's once again thank Tommy's Express Car Wash for their sponsorship. When you're looking for, when you grab your keys to the car, stop by Tommy's Express to get it looking sharp. Let's turn our attention now to the Kindred Vikings. What do the Kindred Vikings need to do to continue on with this really impressive run?
It's like beating a dead horse, but establish that line. Keep doing the things you're the best at. Run the ball, and run the ball.
Yeah, they've had a lot of success running it. They had a tremendous amount of success with this on September 30th when they played Castleton and were victorious 28-0. They only threw the ball twice, as we said, for -3 yards. They had 4 touchdowns on the ground. They controlled the game. You know, along with what you're saying, I'm really interested to see how CentralCast is going to adjust to that, Nick, and I want to see if the Vikings are going to throw it more. What do you think?
I think they will throw it more today. knowing Coach Crane, he's definitely put some new schemes in that offensive lineup, and he's going to be able to spread the ball out more. They're still going to want to establish what they want to establish up front, like they always do. Keep chipping away there, but he's going to have some plays up his sleeve in the passing game, I think, today.
Well, since we're celebrating the Knickerbocker pregame show and you can get some fun opportunities there, we're going to do a little over-under, which we haven't done in a while, Nick, and it goes to pass completions for the Vikings. Just because, again, I'm interested in how Castleton is going to adjust to the ground and pound game. The Vikings are getting Mason Almaris back. He did not play in this game earlier, so he's a receiver that could definitely be looked to. They get Dylan Filler back as well, a lineman that's going to be certainly a big part of the run game, but also the pass protection. Nick, do you think the Vikings are going to have over or under 8.5 pass completions? Pass completions for the Vikings, over or under 8.5? Remember, last game there was only 2, and they were for -3 yards.
I got to go under, Josh. I think they're going to spread the ball out more, but they are going to stick with their bread and butter, and I think they're just going to keep on running the ball as well. It might be close to that number, but I think it's going to be under 8.5.
So we'll see if the Vikings can establish the line. That's your first key to the game for the Vikings. What's your second?
Keep staying strong on defense. Coach Burgad writes up a great scheme every week by week, on defenses for Kindred, and they're one of the best teams in the state at points allowed. And just keep controlling it and keep this high-firing Castleton team off the field.
Yeah, we said that Castleton has not scored against the Vikings in the last 2 games. Matter of fact, the last time Central Cass won against Kindred was all the way back on September 18th, 2015. So it's been a long time since Central Cass has won. Also want to throw some more love to Kindred defense. They've only averaged given up 7 points a game. So talking about what Coach Burgad does with that defense, you know, there's a lot of telltale signs that they've had a lot of success. So congrats to Coach Burgad on all of his success. Hopefully for Vikings fans, he can keep that going. Staying strong on defense is key to the game number 2. What's the third one for the Vikings?
Same thing like Castleton's third key to the game. Kindred needs to control their emotions too. Each team wants to beat the crap out of the other team, but you got to control those emotions this whole game. You can't let one little thing slip. You can't let the other team get in your head, or else that's when bad things happen.
Yeah, enough said on that. You can see the audience is filling in. It's almost packed in here already, and we're about 10 minutes away from starting lineups. It's going to be a very, very emotional game. Both teams want to win this. They want to win it badly. That is a look, thanks to Nicholas Eggman, at the Tommy's Express Car Wash keys to the game. I want to thank Tommy's Express Car Wash and all of our sponsors for what they do. We're going to take a quick 30-second break, and when we come back, it's going to be the coin toss. We'll be back.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial sales and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
Well, there you have it, fans. The captains of the two teams meeting at the 50-yard line to exchange some pleasantries and get ready for the coin flip. We are going to have it live here on Magnitude Sports because this is a big day, Nick. This is a fun day. High school sports they're a lot of fun in so many different ways, but there's just a different energy here today.
Like when I said when I came up and talked to you right away, there's something about waking up on this day makes me want to go back and put the pads on and keep playing football. But first off, not in shape for that anymore. But it's something different, and especially when these two teams get together, it's even escalated even more.
Did we see what happened there?
Castleton
won the toss. They deferred. So Castleton deferred. Kindred will take the ball. So the Kindred offense will be on the field to start.
Won the coin toss.
You can hear Mr. Eric Dick on the PA. So the Central Cass Squirrels going to start with the ball, start on defense, and the Vikings going to start with the ball on offense. We are about 7.5 minutes away from starting lineups. Nick, let's take one more break. And again, a special thank you to the Knickerbocker for the sponsorship on Magnitude Sports. You are listening live to the Knickerbocker pregame show. When we come back, we'll take a look at the starting lineups, the offense for the Vikings and the defense for the Central Cass Squirrels. We'll see you back in about 2 minutes.
Jamie R. Swenson of Park Company Realtors has been your local Kindred area realtor for over 10 years. She'll help you find the home you're really looking for. Growing up in Gary, Minnesota, and graduating from NDSU, Jamie has made her home in Kindred, proudly cheering on the home team in blue. Buying or selling? Make that call to Jamie R. Swenson at 701-799-1779 or visit connectwithjamie.com to browse new listings and listen to the Realtor Moms podcast. Jamie R. Swenson of Park Company Realtors supports the Kindred players of today and hometown rookies of tomorrow.
There's no question that yield is at the core of everything we do at Stein. It's why we are here today, and it's what will continue to propel us and our growers into the future of agriculture. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans provide a significant dollar per acre yield benefit, plus access to the best weed control in the industry. That is yield plus results. Yield expected, yield delivered. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans have yield.
MLGC's story began in 1906 in the rural communities of Enderlin and Cooperstown. Today, MLGC is a fourth-generation family-owned company that can deliver ultra-high-speed broadband, TV, telephone, and advanced business services to customers on a 100% fiber optic network. Now available in several rural communities, including Kindred. In an era of exploding technology, MLGC's goal is to deliver future technologies that make rural North Dakota a vibrant place to live and do business. Visit them today, MLGC.com. MLGC, moving you at the speed of light.
Hey fans, Josh Omeris alongside Nick Eggman and Lucas Klabundi. Quarterfinal 11-man Class B playoff action about to be underway. We're 5 minutes away from starting lineups. Once again, Central Cass won the toss. They deferred their choice for the second half. This is how they'll go about things defensively. On the line will be Brandon Preston, Anthony Houle, Ryan Stafford, and Tyler Cruchet. Linebackers for the Squirrels are Owen Wiersma, Marcus Biffert, and Cade Olson Tinglestead. The corners for the Squirrels are Josiah Crandall and Peyton Lamar, and at safety will be Braden Mitchell and Cooper Johnson. Nick, one of those players you're especially looking forward to watching?
There's a couple, but the one I'm really looking forward to watching is Tyler Cruchet. He has been a force up front for this Central Cass Squirrels team all year. Very good at getting off his blocks and making tackles. And then the other one is that linebacker, Owen Wiersma, seeing if he came out early in that Kindred game last time, see if he can fly around and make those tackles at the line of scrimmage, filling up those gaps at that linebacker position.
For the Vikings, they've had quite the success offensively as well. They score 35 points per game. They will start with the ball. Here is how they will line up. On the line, it'll be Jack Packer, Dylan Filler, Mason Nipstead, Blake Hushka, and Riley Sunram, with Max Opgren as a tight end. We'll talk a lot about that line. Fantastic line. The receivers for the Vikings will be Mason Almaris and Kylan Swenson. The running back is Charlie Beaver, tailback Trey Heinrich, and of course the quarterback for the Vikings, Jorgen Swenson. What are you looking forward most to watching out of the Kindred Vikings offense, Nicholas?
Obviously, you can't not say Trey Heinrich's name, but today I'm looking forward to see how Kindred puts Kylan Swenson in the game. Last week we saw Kylan get outside a lot and use his speed to get a lot of good gains, and I'm interested to see if Castlin has a game plan for that, not letting Kylan outside and run.
One more time, I want to thank you guys for joining us on the Knickerbocker pregame show. If you're looking for something to do before any game, stop by the Knickerbocker. Also want to thank the rest of our sponsors, Peterson Farm Seeds, Sinorama, and MLGC. Tommy's Express Car Wash. You listen to the keys to the game, sponsored by Tommy's Express Car Wash. Want to thank Mustang Seeds and Jamie R. Swenson and Park Company Realtors. Goldmark Commercial, stick around for the player of the game, sponsored by Goldmark Commercial. We want to thank Runnings of Moorhead, Stein Seed, and Nipstead Farms. Kindred Storage and Kindred State Bank, Swenson Farms, and Kindred Area Arts Partnership. A thank you to Kindred Booster Club, MJ Nipstead Management Solutions, and we want to thank Viking Homes. A big thank you to our sponsors. We're going to take one more break. We'll be back right before starting lineups. We're about 2 minutes away from starting lineups. See you back here soon.
Signorama of Fargo is the trusted, preferred signage vendor of NDSU athletics. The global leader in the sign and graphic industry, Signorama is the way to grow your business. Competitive prices, free consultations and estimates, signage solutions that fit your budget. Signorama is locally owned and committed to community support. Trusted by the Bison, be a championship business with Signorama. Call or go online at
Today's game brought to you by Jade Albrecht and Tyler Johnson of Peterson Farm Seed and Kindred. To maximize your farm's yields, contact Jade or Tyler at Peterson Farm Seed. Ryan Youngren, sports official, youth, and high school sports coach, reminds you that this November we have an election and there are many candidates looking to earn your vote. Visit magnitudesn.com and at the top of the homepage, click on November election to learn all you need to know about voting, including age requirements and voting site locations based on where you live. Ryan Youngren supports every Cass County citizen's right to vote. Learn more today at magnitudesn.com. Ryan Youngren wishes the Kindred Vikings and Central Cass Squirrels the best of luck in today's exciting state tournament football game.
Well, fans, one more sponsor we want to thank for joining in, Ryan Youngren, and it is going to be an exciting game coming up here. We're going to turn it over to the PA guy, Mr. Eric Dick, as he brings us the starting lineups.
11-man quarterfinal matchup between the Central Cass Squirrels and your Kindred Vikings. For this afternoon's starters, we'll start with the offensive lineup for the Squirrels. At tight end, wearing number 2, a senior, Ashton Chapesky. At one receiver, a junior, number 3, Peyton Lamar. At wide receiver, a senior, number 4, Cooper Johnson. At another receiver, a junior, number 5, Chase Buckmeyer. At quarterback for the Squirrels, a junior, number 18, Braden Mitchell. At running back, a senior, number 26, Owen Wiersma. On the offensive line, a junior, number 51, Tyler Cruchet. A senior, number 52, Micah Van Hall. A senior, number 58, Garrett Haugen. A senior, number 64, Kemper Pearson. And lastly, a senior, wearing number 78, Dylan Sell. The Squirrels are coached by Tommy Butler and assisted by Jason Belkey, Travis Lamar, Brian Lynch, Tyler Wasling, Avery Locke, Nate Lukemeyer, Nick Jackson, Brett Nelson, Carson Reinitz, and Riley Iverson.
Well, Nick, there you have it, the Central Cass Squirrels offense, even though they will be on defense. You heard their coaches as well. Now the Kindred High School Vikings starting lineup. Back to Mr. Dick.
A junior, number 75, Riley Sunren.
Worth noting, Riley Sunren was kicking 40-yard field goals prior to this game.
That might be something that comes up later in the game here.
At nose guard, a senior, number 74, Mason Nipstead. At one linebacker for the Vikings, wearing number 1, a senior, Charlie Peter. At another linebacker, a senior, number 24, Trey Heinrich. At linebacker, a senior, number 3, Max Upgren. At linebacker, a sophomore, number 5, Hunter Bindis. At one cornerback, a senior, number 2, Mason Almeris. At the other cornerback, a junior, number 23, Cameron Schwartzwalter. At strong safety, a sophomore, number 21, Kylan Swenson. And at free safety for the Vikings, a senior, number 6, Jorgen Swenson. The Vikings are coached by Matt Crane, assisted by Nate Safe, Eric Burgad, Joe Harder, Brad Ambrosius, Ryan Sunram, and Jacob Efforts.
There you have starting lineups, fans. It is packed in Kindred. The energy level, we've said it a couple times, absolutely fantastic. Couldn't expect anything different. We've got a national anthem being sung live, so we're going to keep it here. Nick, is your excitement continuing to grow?
I don't think it'll stop till the final horn whistles.
More excitement for someone who's always a pleasure to listen to. Kinsey Knight. We're going to sing our national anthem. We'll turn it down to Kinsey Knight. Beautiful job, as always, by Kinsey Knight, Kindred High School junior. A pleasure to always listen to her sing. Kicking off what's going to be a really exciting football game. So exciting that we can't take a break.
It's Saturday afternoon.
Listen to Mr. Dick get the crowd pumped up. Sunny day, 54 degrees, winds out of the south at 10 miles an hour. Nick, we are pumped up.
This is going to be fun.
It's going to be a fun time, no doubt about it. Want to give some love right off the bat to all of our viewers, but especially Dolores Johnson, the great-grandma of Mason Nipstead, 94 years young. She's got us tuned in to her assisted living place, listening with all of her friends. Dolores Johnson, welcome into the broadcast. Thanks for tuning in, as well as all of Mason's family in Bismarck. We appreciate you guys tuning in to Magnitude Sports, and wherever you're at, we hope you're as excited as we are for some exciting football action. The Central Cast Squirrels going to be kicking off to the Vikings. It's going to be Verkota, the kicker. Kicking two for the Vikings. Mason Almeris and Kylan Swenson back to receive. Here it is. Boom! We are underway in Kindred. Kylan Swenson, the dangerous sophomore, with the ball at the 10. Tries to get to the outside. He does. He's got another guy on the outside. He's tackled at the 15. Good coverage by Central Cast there. Good kick by Verkota with that south wind, 10 miles an hour, gave him the advantage. So there looks like there will be an advantage, Nick, kicking to the south without a doubt.
Looks like we have someone in Caston already banged up here.
That's number 2, Ashton Chapesky, senior tight end for Central Cass. So here we go, 1st and 15. Vikings with their first play, bring that big, strong offensive line to face a four-man front of the Central Cass Squirrels. First play about to be underway. In motion, Kylan Swenson. We'll see how both of these teams handle the motions. Direct snap to Charlie Beaver. Going to be a gain of about 3 yards. So Charlie Beaver gets the direct snap.
Carry by number 1, Charlie Beaver. Tackle was by number 67, Anthony.
Yep, Kindred loves to do that. Though I wasn't expecting that to be their first play of the game, but that might say something right there. They're going to run that ball a lot if they're going to give Charlie Beaver that direct snap.
I would say, Nick, is there probably an advantage when you're so emotional to the defensive side of the ball right now?
They're going to be firing all day. I mean, yeah, look at that. They're getting through that line. Castleton's here, and they want to show the state and basically just show Kindred, hey, we're not your little brother right now. We're here to beat you up.
Going to be 3rd down and 8 here. Vikings with the ball on their first possession. Excuse me, going to be a loss of 2 on that, so third down and 10. We're a minute into this game officially. Vikings with the ball. Great kick by Verkota and fantastic coverage by the Squirrels that put the Vikings in a poor field position to start this game. Beaver in motion. Swenson gets the ball, looking to pass. He throws it down the middle.
He's got his little brother.
Swenson, nice coverage there. That was number 23, Josiah Crandall, senior cornerback in coverage. Crandall knocks it away, and the Vikings go to 4th down here. 10:39 left in the first quarter. The clock is stopped.
That is exactly what Castleton wanted to do. Starts with the kick first off, kicking it nearly into the end zone, and then great coverage, and now they go 3 and out on Kindred, and now they get the chance to go score first.
Punt is going to go back to Owen Wiersma. That's Riley Sunram who kicks it. It gets a Castleton bounce, and Castleton's going to have good field position to start their first drive. They're going to have it from the, we'll call it the 46 of the Vikings. So Vikings go 3 and out, and now the Squirrels going to start with the ball. They're going to start with the ball at 10:29 left in the first quarter, and again they're going to start with it officially on the 46-yard line of the Vikings. Vikings faithful start pounding the bleachers to get nice and loud. Braden Mitchell, the quarterback. Owen Wiersma, his tailback. Owen Wiersma gets it and then gives it to Peyton Lamar. Ooh. Peyton Lamar able to avoid Jack Packer and then get out of bounds. Could have been a disaster for the Squirrels. They're able to get 4 yards.
Yep, Jack Packer stayed home. He didn't over-pursue it, had the shot at Peyton Lamar, but the shifty Peyton Lamar gets away from big 77 Jack Packer and makes something out of nothing.
2nd down and 6 for the Squirrels. Mitchell to Wiersma on the near side. Wiersma going to get close to a first down. Looks like he's going to be right at the marker, a yard short. So it's a pass and completion.
5-yard gain on the
to Wiersma for 5 yards. Going to be 3rd down and 1.
Looks like Caston wants to go fast. They have this script for this first drive, and they're not going into the huddle here.
Another pass.
Deep shot.
Deep down the field. 2 Vikings there. That was Kylan Swenson and Mason Almaris in coverage. I think the intended receiver was Jacob Thompson, sophomore wide receiver. And the pass was broken up by Mason Almaris. 4th and 1. What are you doing here, Nick?
Oh, you're going for it. That play right there shows that you're going for it because they're going to take their shot. 4th and 1. They're going to try and get it at the 38-yard line. They're gonna go for this here, Josh.
Opportunity for the big boys up front on both teams. Something the Vikings pride themselves on, something Central Cass needs to crack. We'll see if they do it here. 4th and 1.
Oh, holy loud. I think this is the loudest it's ever been here, Josh.
It is a great atmosphere. High school athletics at their best. Going to be a false start. And the Vikings are pumped up. False start going against Castleton. It's going to be 4th down and 6.
Now they'll punt.
So the Vikings faithful in the crowd maybe had something to do with that.
They might have.
Not too far off of the Kindred Vikings student section, which is, mind you, absolutely packed on this beautiful Saturday. Castleton sending Marcus Bifford onto the field. Their punter, number 38. Is that 38? No, number 36, excuse me. Riker Brush punts to Charlie Beaver. Charlie Beaver gets knocked down at about the 10-yard line by Isaac Wisniewski. So the Vikings do a great job on defense, but it's the special teams of the Central Cass Squirrels right now that's really doing a nice job.
Keep them back in their own end zone here. Don't let them get into Castleton territory early on in this game.
Vikings going to start with the ball. 9:44 left in the first quarter. They're on their 10-yard line. They started on the 15-yard line in the drive prior to this. It's the second time the Vikings have had the ball. Jorgen Swenson calls for the ball, gives to Trey Heinrich. Trey Heinrich to his right. He's taken down. No, he's still up.
Wow.
Be careful when you're calling something with Trey, right? It looks like he's down, but he's as elusive as they come. Going to be a gain of about 3 yards, 2nd and 7.
It looked like Castleton had him stopped at the line of scrimmage. He just kept squirming and got 3 yards out of that. Castleton right now is loading that box. I'm betting to say there will be a lot of man being played on the outside today for Castleton as they're going to load that box and not really going to run zone here on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, you knew that Central Cass had to make an adjustment after the last game that was played in Castleton. Vikings were won 28-0 and only threw the ball twice. They're adjusting nicely. Here the Squirrels are. Here Trey Heinrich tries to get to the outside. Falls after a gain of about 3 yards. I should say he was tackled after about a gain of 3 yards.
It's interesting to see Owen Wiersma is basically playing the only safety position, but he's not deep at all. I'd look for this play right here, that little play where Charlie Beaver comes up the middle of the seam and see if anyone covers him up on a pass play here.
I'm calling a run, Nick. I think the Vikings are going to run this ball. They're going to try to pick up their first down and try to just get it comfortable. We'll see. Here's a fake handoff. You're right, wide open. Wide open is Jack McDonald. Jack McDonald catches the ball at the 50. He gets inside Central Cass territory. Nick Eggman, Tony Romo, wrong guy that it went to, but you were right. Jack McDonald with a huge reception and a first down for the Vikings. A Sinorama, first down, Vikings in Squirrel territory.
That's what happens when you're not running those safeties and you're going to do man. If you get beat, and you get beat inside up the seam on that cornerback, there's no line of defense there, and it's one-on-one, and if you get beat, you might get toast, and we saw that there.
Great throw by Jorgen Swenson. He's come a long way as a passer as the season has gone on. Receivers to the right look to be Kylan Swenson, Mason Almaris. Handoff goes to Trey Heinrich, and Trey Heinrich picks up again about another 3 yards.
Number 24, Trey Heinrich with the carry.
Yeah, this type of run game, they're not going to go away from it. They're going to keep hitting you, and then eventually probably one's going to break. If you're casting, you just got to make sure you're keeping these to minimal gains, but don't stop trying up front because they're going to keep coming after you.
We said, it's going to be an interesting cat and mouse. We knew the Squirrels had to stop Kindred's run, and then we're going to see what the Vikings do to adjust to that. We made an over-under on it. We think the Vikings are certainly going to throw more. Here's Kylan Swenson. Again, a nice little gain of only 2 yards. So it's going to be 3rd down and 5. Kylan Swenson with his first carry of the day. We'll give him 2 yards on that.
So like I said, Kylan Swenson getting outside. Right there, the defensive end, number 59, Braden Preston, he came upfield. That's something Caston's probably going to do on those motions to not let him get outside, make him cut it in to all of his linebackers in the middle.
Cade Olsen-Tinglestead with a nice tackle there. Kylan Swenson goes in motion again. Fake flip to him. Jorgen Swenson going to keep it, try to get to the outside. He's not able to, well, he is. He stays on his feet, but is tackled hard. Tackled very hard there. Real nice tackle by number 58 for the Squirrels. That's Garrett Haugen, senior. And that's not a scene that Viking fans want to see. Jorgen Swenson down. We'll take a minute break. We'll report back on how Jorgen Swenson's doing after that big hit.
If you're looking for a bank or insurance agency that offers big bank products and small town service, then Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency is the way to go. Live in or near the Kindred area? Stop in and chat with a friendly banker or insurance agent about all of the convenient services and features they offer. Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency are your neighbors who are here to help you grow and develop. Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Online at kindredstatebank.com.
Hey fans, welcome back into Kindred. Looks like Jorgen Swenson has a little bit of an ankle injury, going to be tended to on the here. We'll report back more on that.
He did walk off on his own power.
Thankfully, he's off on his own power, and it looked like an ankle, not a head injury. So if I were a betting man, I'd say Jorgen Swensson's going to be back in. Right now, it's Riley Sunram on to punt, going to go to Owen Wiersma. Punt is going to land at the 20 and get a Kindred bounce inside the 15 to about the 13-yard line, where it's downed by the Vikings. So the Central Cass Squirrels are going to start with the ball.
They'll take over there. 1st and 10.
This is a field position game right now, Josh. Don't let either team get across that 50. We saw it there on that one big play for Kindred, but they're going to be punting a lot, I think, if it's going to be 4th and 5, around the 40, around the 35. Keep that ball deep in the enemy's territory.
Central Cass going to start with the ball on the 13 with 6:27 left in the first quarter. Their second time with the ball, so we're not even halfway through the first quarter, and both teams have had the ball twice. Here's a pass to Peyton Lamar, going to be brought down by Hunter Bindus. Outstanding sophomore for the Vikings. Peyton Lamar, junior wide receiver.
Tackle was by number
with
5,
a catch.
Hunter Bindus.
Peyton Lamar's their guy that gets outside and runs. Very quick. And if he's outside and finds some space, he's kind of like that Kylan Swenson type player. If he finds space, he's going to exploit it and get upfield quick.
4-yard gain brings up 2nd and 6. We're under 6 minutes left in the first quarter. You can tell the emotions are there, Nick. Mitchell looking to his right, and he is taken down. The ball's out. Ball's out. That was number
75,
I think that was
Riley
Sunram who got the sack. And there's a scrum for it underneath. We'll wait for it. The Vikings got the ball. The Vikings turn over the Central Cass Squirrels. They're going to have the ball on the 11-yard line. The big man, Riley Sunram, a guy who's heavily touted all across the nation, literally across the nation. He's got big-time universities looking at him. Makes the big play to the biggest play of the game so far and turns over the Vikings.
Looks like we got Patterson.
We do have Patterson in for the Vikings right now, so Swenson is still sidelined. David Patterson, sophomore, big moment. He turns and hands to Trey Heinrich. A senior, no gain.
If you're Castleton here, I think you put dang near all 11 in the box. I think Coach Crane's going to want to run that ball a lot, especially with the backup in here.
Going to be 2nd and 10. Now comes into the game Jack McDonald for Mason Almaris. And you're right, Nick. I mean, the Kindred Vikings line has to step up here, but the Squirrels, they have to know what's coming right now. I mean, it's going to be run, run, run.
Yep.
David Patterson in the shotgun, has Trey Heinrich behind him. Charlie Beaver to his right. He turns and hands to Trey. Trey trying to get the outside, then cuts in. He's going to get a gain of just maybe 1. Going to be 3rd down and 9. The Vikings can pick up a first down here right around the 1-yard line.
The biggest thing is what we saw is Riley Sunram. This is into the wind, but it's a short field goal. If they don't get this, I think they'd consider kicking this field goal, especially with how this game has been going so far. Not a lot of offense on either side of the ball.
So the play of the game right now is a Riley Sunram sack and fumble, causing a fumble.
Recovered by Jack Packer.
Vikings send Kylan Swenson in motion. Direct snap to Charlie Beaver. Charlie Beaver able to get to about the 6-yard line. Interesting decisions to be made now. Riley Sunram, a very...
Coach Crane's taking a timeout.
Very capable kicker. Let's talk about it quick, Nick. Let's take a 30-second break. We'll take a 30-second break. We'll come back, see what Coach Crane dials up for the Vikings. We know they could kick it with Sunram, but they are 4th down and 5 at the 6-yard line. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Kindred Storage provides secure and affordable storage 24 hours a day. The units at Kindred Storage are new construction, isolated from water and snow, and are maintained year-round. The area is also well lit to ensure safe and easy access to your possessions day or night. Call 701-428-3121 for availability, unit pricing, and more information. Kindred Storage. You can find them online at kindredstorage.com. You can also find them on the north side of the airport in the city of Kindred.
Hey fans, talking off air. We don't know what the right call is. We'll tell you after this play though, right, Nick?
Correct.
Get your mic up there.
Yep.
Vikings are going to kick it. Riley Sunram
I think this is the correct decision.
Yeah, that's what you said off air. Either way, I mean, you got to get points, right?
And with the way these offenses looked, I know it's only the first quarter, but I think points might come at a minimum today.
Good snap, good spot. Field goal's up, and it is good. So Bendis, Almaris, and Sunram
field goal. That'll put the Vikings up 3-0.
with a about 18-yard field goal from Sunram. That'll put the Kindred Vikings on the board for the first time. The only points of the quarter so far. Vikings lead 3-0. We're going to take a 30-second break, and the Central Cass Squirrels are going to have the ball, see how they respond.
The Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota is the place for you and your friends to come and enjoy cold drinks, great food, and sports all under a friendly and fun atmosphere. Whether it's the Vikings, Twins, Wild, NDSU Bison, or one of your favorite teams, watch all the games at the Knickerbocker. Open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m., and Sunday, 12 noon to 2 a.m. You can find the Knickerbocker at 412 Main Avenue in Hickson, just a 10-minute drive south of Fargo. Take University Drive, head south until you arrive.
Welcome back in, fans. Riley Sunram causes a big turnover on a quarterback sack and then kicks an 18-yard field goal through the uprights, and that's the difference in the game right now. Vikings lead 3-0.
Uh-oh. Ooh, he had that seam.
Yeah, that was...
that was nearly a big play for Castleton.
So that was a return there by Drew Urbach, sophomore. Right up the middle. I mean, nothing too pretty about that, but he almost had a seam down the middle. Good return by Urbach and the Squirrels. Squirrels are going to start with the ball on the 36-yard line. This is their third time with the ball. They went 3 and out on their first time, and then they just turned it over. There's 4:08 left in the first quarter. The excitement, the energy is great. Here's Wiersma. Gain of about 6 yards for Wiersma. That's his first carry so far today.
It's a good first play here for Castleton. Gain those yards, get that ball upfield.
Going to be 2nd down and 4. Squirrels looking to the sideline for their play call. Vikings faithful, very loud. Squirrels send a couple guys in motion. Cooper Johnson and Jacob Thompson. Cooper Johnson gets the ball, and he's nice tackle.
That's a great tackle by Charlie Beaver.
Going to be a pickup. That's going to get them just shy of a first down. Going to be 3rd down and 1 for that gain of 3.
3rd and inches here. This is where they were at last time. They took a shot downfield when they were this close. I don't think, since it's not on the other side of the 50, I think they're going to, this still might be 2-down territory with how close this ball is.
3rd down and less than a yard for the Squirrels on the 45-yard line. Big play coming. Here's the snap and the handoff to Wiersma. He's going to get the first down. Not by much.
Not by much.
But he's going to get it. First down, Squirrels. So Wiersma, we're going to say, picked up 2 on that. It's only his 2nd carry. He's at 8 yards total. We're still in the first quarter, Nick.
Yeah. This is going to be, like we said, the whole pregame show. It's going to be a fun, feisty game.
Game is 20 minutes old, 21 to be exact, and we still have 2.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Mitchell with the ball, looks to his right, throws to his right. He has a guy.
Got him.
For Johnson, Peyton Lamar. Peyton Lamar gets to the 22-yard line. Big reception there.
Yes. That's what I said. Peyton Lamar, very fast, very shifty, gets out there, runs that route to the boundary, and great pass by Braden Mitchell getting the ball in stride. And Peyton Lamar, big gain here for Castleton.
Peyton Lamar picks up about 30 yards, going to be a Squirrel first down, and they are at the 23-yard line of the Vikings. Best opportunity they've had on offense in this early parts of the game. In motion is Peyton Lamar. Mitchell throws it back to him. Is it going to be another pass?
Yep.
Nope. He's going to tuck it, and is tackled by Charlie Beaver for a loss of about 5 yards.
If they come back to that play, look for that pass. I wasn't looking at the secondary there. I don't know if they came off their guys, but that could definitely be a trick play up Tommy Butler's sleeve.
Charlie Beaver makes a great tackle there, and going to set the Squirrels back. 2nd down and 15 from the 28 right now. The Vikings have shown a bend but not break mentality most all year. Central Cass trying to get him to break here. Mitchell looks to his right, looks to the middle. He's going to tuck it and run. It's Max Opgran. Max Opgran going to push him out of bounds, and Charlie Beaver and Kylan Swenson are there to greet him as well. Going to be a gain of about 4 yards. Looked like Mitchell wanted to.
He wanted to.
He wanted to pass it. It would have been a penalty because he was well beyond the line of scrimmage.
But he wanted to end that play like he ended it, and he wanted to make sure he didn't get hit. He was going to hit the other team.
Yeah, he initiated the contact, and that's where we talk about the emotions of this game. 3rd down and 11. 1:44 remains in the quarter. Great energy here. We've said it a bunch. We'll continue to say it. Mitchell looks. He's got pressure.
He's got
looks to his
space.
left. Pass is incomplete. Intended receiver was Cooper Johnson. Boy, he was close to the line there, Nicholas.
Yes, he was. That
No
was
flags out.
very close.
4th and 11.
I'm not sure how far Carter Vercoda can kick it here.
It's 4th and 11.
It's with the wind at the back.
From the 24. Will they elect to try and tie this game? It looks like no. So 4th and 11. Huge play.
Something we haven't talked about yet. Isaac Spellhog's in for Jorgen Swenson in that safety position. Maybe they'll pick on him.
Here's Mitchell. Steps back. Looks for a guy. Throws it downfield. Going to be way incomplete. And the Vikings have turned the Squirrels over on downs.
Mitchell's pass intended for number 1, Marcus Bifford, is incomplete.
Intended receiver was Marcus
That's a turnover on
Bifford.
downs. The Vikings
And
will
you're
take
right,
over
Nick.
at
They
their
did
own
see something there with
24-yard
Spellhog.
line. 1st and
Spellhog,
10.
worth noting, is in for Swenson. Hopefully Jorgen Swenson is okay, but it looks like he's still not going to be in the game.
I think he is in the game, Josh.
Is he in the game? I didn't see him go out there. You're right. It is Jorgen Swenson in the game. So good news for Vikings faithful. We'll see how he handles that ankle. It looked like an ankle injury. He's directing traffic good. Says, hey, youngster, Jack McDonald, you're going the wrong way. Vikings have the ball 1st and 10. 1:32 left. The throw is going to go to Jack McDonald. Incomplete.
Lamar nearly had that thing, too. He broke on that ball very quick, went over the head of Jack McDonald, and it nearly hit him right in the – I think it did hit him in the hands. He just didn't expect that ball to be right there and didn't come out with it. That would have been an easy pick six, walk-in pick six if he comes up with that ball.
Perrin Johnson coming in for Charlie Beaver. 2nd down and 10 for the Vikings. This first quarter, it's lasted a long time, but it has been a fun one, Nick.
Doesn't seem like it. I don't think this time isn't going to go slow today.
Jorgen Swenson has his team set. Gives the ball to Trey Heinrich. Trey Heinrich, he's met. One thing Trey Heinrich does so well is he was met about 2 yards prior to where he was able to fall forward. He gets to the 30 and picks up 6 sneaky yards there, Nick.
Yep, that's what he does. I mean, you can't arm tackle Trey Heinrich. He's just too good to be able to arm tackle, and it's just something different. And that's what the Kindred line does. I mean, Nipstead got all the way to nearly the secondary there on his blocks. That's what they need to get back to.
Under a minute left in the quarter. Perrin Johnson in motion. Handoff goes to Trey. Trey fighting
Keeps
hard.
his feet
Fighting
going.
hard, and he gets to about the 38. It's going to be real tough. Probably might be the last play of the quarter. 41. Nope. We're going to have to have one more play here. Play clock's at 35. Game clock's at 37. So it's going to be 4th down and about a yard. What are you doing here, Nick?
Punt. You got to punt. I mean, you can trust your big boys. I think they would get it. It's a yard, but Caston's going to load the box. You don't really want to throw it. Jorgen Swenson's a little banged up. Punt it. Make Caston travel the whole distance of the field.
Yeah, the only disadvantage for the Vikings, they're kicking into that 10-mile-an-hour wind, but Riley Sunderham can boot it, and there you see it. Going to Owen Wiersma, going to get a Kindred bounce again, and another one inside the 30, and going to be down by Jack McDonald at about the 27-yard line.
33-yard line. They'll take over there.
Squirrels are going to take over on the 33. There's 4.6 seconds left in the quarter. We'll watch one play, and then we'll take a break. Again, a big thank you to our sponsors. Boy, we are thrilled to be here. Peterson Farm Seeds, Sinorama, MLGC, and Tommy's Express Car Wash. We want to thank Mustang Seeds and Jamie R. Swenson and Park Company Realtors. Thank you so much to our sponsors for allowing us to cover this game. Final play of the first quarter underway here. It's a quarterback keeper. Mitchell going to pick up about 4 yards. And after one quarter of action, Vikings lead the Squirrels by a score of 3-0. We'll be back in about a minute.
It's the untamed, wide-open landscape that we're proud to call our own. This is where Mustang Seeds got its start. Our family-owned seed company grew from humble beginnings to proudly serve farmers across the Midwest. Thanks to you, we are living the American dream. Today, Mustang Seeds is 60 years strong, but it feels like we're just getting started. Mustang Seeds, plant with pride.
Hey fans, once again, welcome back to Kindred, North Dakota. Josh Amaris alongside Nick Eggman and Lucas Klabundi. Thank you to Goldmark Commercial, Runnings of Moorhead and Stein Seed, MJ Nipstead Management Solutions and Nipstead Farms. Thank you to Viking Homes, Kindred Booster Club, Swenson Farms, and Kindred Area Arts Partnership. And thank you to the Knickerbocker, Kindred State Bank, and Kindred Storage for allowing us to be here. Nick, I want you to mention to our fans what we just saw.
What we just saw?
Charlie Beaver.
Oh, Charlie Beaver got pancaked by Tyler Cruchet. Tyler Cruchet came on a pull and did a great block on Charlie Beaver.
Looks like he's out of the game too, right? Momentarily. Nice cut there by Wiersma. Good tackle by Riley Sunram.
Number 26.
And going to be a first down.
Tackle by number 75, Riley Sunram.
Owen Wiersma going to pick up
6-yard gain and
6 yards on that. And again, it's a Squirrel first down.
Yep.
So Charlie Beaver not in defensively. Jorgen Swenson not in defensively. Big opportunity for some youngsters of the Vikings to step up here.
Yes.
We'll see how this plays out. Oh, Charlie is in. My bad. Charlie is back in. He's up top there. Actually going to bring him on a blitz, and he's involved in this play. But yes, Isaac Spellhaug, number 4.
Tackle
a
again,
sophomore.
2 sophomores at safety.
Going to be second down and about 7.
2nd and 7.
So Wiersma picks up about 3 yards. Was that Wiersma or Mitchell, Nick?
I think that was Wiersma.
Okay.
And then the other thing is to note Cam Swartzwalter's not in the game either. Usually the corner. So in this secondary, there's 1 senior and 3 sophomores right now for the Vikings on the field.
Mitchell throws to Peyton Lamar. Peyton Lamar chased by Charlie Beaver and then brought out of bounds by Jack McDonald.
Number 3, Peyton Lamar.
They want Kindred Faithful wanted a holding call there. Not sure if I saw that one over on the other side of the field.
Going to be a gain of about, what do you give that, 4 yards maybe?
4-yard gain on the play.
Yep, 4. Mr. Dick agrees.
We're up 3rd and 4 for the Squirrels.
3rd down and 4. Ball's on the 46-yard line of the Squirrel territory. You can hear the crowd. We are in the quarterfinals of 11-man Class B football.
Castleton better hurry up the line. They only got 8 seconds left.
7-6-5 on the play clock. Mitchell wants to send Cooper Johnson in motion. He gets him in motion, looks to him, throws it down the middle.
Ooh.
What a great play there by Hunter Bindus. Hunter Bindus, fantastic job of getting his arm on there. The sophomore saves the day for the Vikings. If Cooper Johnson catches that ball, he had a lot of room to run there, Nicholas.
Yes, that's a great play by Hunter Bindus. I think he might have had the corner too. Safety was coming in. If you'd have gotten that corner, that could have been a touchdown there. Big stop by Hunter Bindus.
Jack Packer into the game for the Vikings, punting for the Squirrels. Riker Brush going to be punting to Charlie Beaver. Brush with the ball. Nice punt. Going to bounce at the 25. Almost hits Jack McDonald, and then Charlie Beaver dance out of the way. What a good roll for the Squirrel fans. Going to be at the 11-yard line.
12-yard line.
Yeah, that is dangerous. That's where you got to start yelling Peter early, especially if you're Charlie Beaver. You got to start yelling that to get Jack McDonald out of the way, because that would have been a big turn of events if that does hit Jack McDonald and Castleton recovers that.
The difference in the game right now is a turnover. Riley Sunram on the quarterback's sack forced the fumble. Jack Packer picked it up. Jorgen Swenson was out of the game. The Vikings were held stale inside the 15-yard line in the MLGC red zone, but they were able to get a 18-yard field goal from Riley Sunram, and that's the difference, 3-0. Swenson with Trey Heinrich in motion. Fakes the throw to him. Now throws to Charlie Beaver. Charlie Beaver avoids a tackle, and he gets about 15 yards here.
Yep, Charlie Beaver didn't look like his knee was bothering him on that run. He put his head down and just went north.
Great run there by Charlie Beaver. Charlie Beaver from Jorgen Swenson. A lot of these Kindred Vikings wearing some nice mustaches. Those mustaches are brought to you by Swenson Farms. Swenson Farms growing great crops just like Charlie Beaver, Max Opgran, Trey Heinrich, Jorgen Swenson, and Jack Packer are growing some good mustaches right now. First down and 10. That was a Sinorama first down for the Vikings. Swenson hands to Trey Heinrich and his mustache. Picks up about 6 yards. Too much mustache talk, Nick?
Too much mustache talk.
They are looking good. They had a big, dye your mustache night. So the intelligence I'm able to pick up is just outstanding, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess.
9:45 left in the first half as Jack McDonald comes into the game. Jack McDonald has one of the best offensive plays of the game for the Vikings. He had a big, about 40-yard completion.
That one and the pass to Peyton Lamar, the only two big shots we've seen in this game so far. Great blitz.
Big hit. And it's going to be a tackle for a loss of 1 yard.
Number 31, Isaac Wisniewski on that blitz.
Going to be a loss of 1 yard. Isaac Wisniewski, an outstanding trackster. He gets in there quick and lays the lumber on Trey. Trey is definitely felt that one a little bit.
Yep, probably got the wind knocked out of him a little bit.
He's a tough kid. Mason Almaris comes in. 3rd and 6, under 9 minutes left in the half. 3rd down and 6 for the Vikings. Both teams exchanging defensive blows on one another. Kylan Swenson in motion. 5 on the play clock. Jorgen Swenson turns, gives to Trey. Trey tries to get to the outside. Nice tackle there. I think that was, again, Brandon Preston. That was Brandon Preston on that tackle.
This defensive front for Caston
that was Haugen, I think.
This defensive front for Caston is flying around right now. They're not giving Kindred anything up front. We kind of saw this in the first half of the first game. Kindred only got 1 touchdown in the first half, and then the second half, they really started turning it on the ground. But right now, Caston's playing amazing up front.
Stafford, I think, officially is who tackled that, got the tackle there. Riley Sunram kicking to Peyton Lamar. Gets a Kindred bounce inside the 20, and it's going to be Mason Almaris to down at 17-yard line. Let's take a 30-second break, Nick, and we'll come back. Squirrels will have the ball on about the 17-yard line. We'll see you back in 30 seconds.
Runnings is your store for more this fall and winter season. More warm and quality clothing and footwear. More leaf and snow removal equipment. More things to keep you moving and safe, like antifreeze, snow shovels, battery chargers, heaters, and more. It's the store that gives you more. And our friendly sales associates will help you find whatever you're looking for. Runnings, your home, farm, and...
Hey fans, sorry we got back just a touch late there. Completion goes to Cooper Johnson for a gain of about 8 yards. Cooper Johnson with the second catch. That's a gain of about 8 yards for him.
8-yard gain on the play, 2nd and 2.
Vikings with a big punt from Riley Sunram, and Lamar maybe making a decision that he wishes he could return on. Yeah. He lets that ball go, and the Vikings see the ball bounce back about another 10, 15 yards. Wiersma going to try to get to the near side. He's unable to.
There's a foot. Some laundry on the field.
That's a big tackle there from Mason Nipstead. Mason Nipstead again wants to say hi to Dolores Johnson, his great-grandma, 94 years young, watching with her crew at the assisted living place, and hope you guys are enjoying watching Magnitude Sports. There's going to be a hold call against the Squirrels as well. So Dolores Johnson, welcome in, and all of Mason Nipstead's family in Bismarck. You just saw your favorite Viking do something special.
I wouldn't want him tackling me, I'll tell you that much.
Now, there's a lot of beef, as we've talked about all year, in that Kindred defensive front. Nipstead, Packer, and Sunram, I believe, Hushka's in there right now. Mitchell looking to pass. Throws down the middle. Ball's up in the air. Trey Heinrich has the ball at the 15. He's tackled at the 10. Trey Heinrich is able to pick up an interception for the Vikings. Second turnover for the Vikings.
Turnover game. That's something we didn't touch on in the pregame show, but you got to make sure you can't turn the ball over in this type of game. 2 times now, Castleton has given the ball to Kindred inside the 20, and let's see if Kindred can take advantage again here.
Yeah, if you're Kindred, I mean, how much pressure is there to get this ball in the end zone right now?
I don't think there's a lot of pressure with how good your defensive front and your whole defense is playing as a unit, but you need to come away with points, I think.
Yeah, without a doubt, you got to get some points, but it would certainly be big for them. We got a lot of. It's an intense game. It's an intense game. That's the game of football, folks, right? Mason Nipstead in a good battle up top, and that's football, folks.
The Kindred crowd loves that one. Gaston fans do not like it. I think they wanted a flag there on Nipstead, but. The blind side, what is that? He's taking him to the bus, I think that was called.
Or pancakes. You got to get right on the pancake stuff there, too. Vikings are serving up blueberry pancakes, and the Castleton faithful don't like it.
Yep.
Right now, there's 6:45 play clock. We're going to have a timeout for the Vikings, calm things down. We better take a break, too, Nick. We'll take about a minute break as the Vikings call a timeout. They have the ball 2nd and 7, second and goal from the 7 with 6:45 left in the half.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success. Jamie R. Swenson of Park Company Realtors has been your local Kindred area realtor for over 10 years. She'll help you find the home you're really looking for. Growing up in Gary, Minnesota and graduating from NDSU, Jamie has made her home in Kindred, proudly cheering on the home team in blue. Buying or selling? Make that call to Jamie R. Swenson at 701-799-1779 or visit connectwithjamie.com to browse new listings and listen to the Realtor Moms podcast. Jamie R. Swenson of Park Company Realtors supports the Kindred players of today and hometown rookies of tomorrow.
Hey fans, the intensity is high here in Kindred, North Dakota. Vikings have the ball 2nd and goal from the 7. Central Cass faithful are now on their feet, screaming for their defense to stop the Vikings as Jorgen Swenson and his mustache are about to take the ball. Flip over to Trey Heinrich. He's got a lot of room. He's inside the 5. It's a touchdown, Vikings! Touchdown, Vikings. Vikings are in the end zone. It's 9-0. Trey Heinrich goes all the way home.
Untouched.
Into the Viking home's end zone. Trey Heinrich untouched. What a great blocking scheme set up there by the Vikings,
yes.
Nick.
Got him on the outside. And then I'm not sure who's wide receiver, but he did a great job blocking the cornerback.
I think it was Kylan Swenson.
Yes, whoever it was did a great job, and Trey Heinrich just walks on in.
Snap to Swenson. He bobbled it a little bit, but was able to get it down in time for Riley Sunram to kick that through.
PAT is good.
So the PAT for the Vikings makes it a 10-point game. Nick, what were your thoughts on how the Vikings responded coming off of that turnover?
They responded great. I mean, they got in the end zone. Mason Nipstead set the tone right away on that first play, blocking that guy all the way to the sideline, and just put the head down, ran it again, and off the timeout, and got in the end zone to make this a 10-point lead.
Things really, I mean, you're not going to relax. Don't get me wrong, but for Vikings faithful right now, you got to imagine they're taking a little bit of a deep breath right now and saying, okay, we're up 10. We've got 2 big turnovers. We just got in the end zone. And, you know, that play right there, Nick, could have been a touchdown from 50 yards, let alone 7 with the blocking scheme that was set up there. And you're right. Mason Nipstead must have heard us say that Dolores Johnson is watching, so he delivers just a huge block to set the tone on that drive, and the Vikings are in the end zone, leading by a score of 10-0.
Yep, now if you're Caston, it's not crucial to score here. You're only down 10, but you want to drive the field down the ball down the field, and make sure you don't turn over this ball.
Kick by Riley Sunram, going to go to that's number 31, Isaac Wisniewski, and he is tackled hard.
Isaac Wisniewski on the
That's David Patterson, the backup quarterback QB.
Special teams.
I want my name in something other than just playing quarterback. David Patterson, sophomore, getting a big hit on Isaac Wisniewski. Squirrels going to start with the ball at the 14-yard line. Nick, this is fun, huh?
Yes, it is.
Boy,
nice intense game.
Once again, we feel so fortunate to be able to bring you guys games on Magnitude Sports and enjoy the fact that you guys are tuning in. Thanks for tuning in for playoff football. Mitchell's going to keep it, go to his right. Tackled by Max Opgran. Max Opgran, nice job there. Again, a thank you to Viking Homes. You saw Troy Heinrich get into the Viking Homes end zone. You can come home to a beautiful home like Troy Heinrich did after you talk to Nate Opgran and his crew. They'll build you a beauty. Castleton going to have the ball 2nd and 9. 6:05 remaining in the half. Gain of 1 there by Mitchell. Throws it.
Come back route.
Oh, and dropped. It's not caught. The drop by Chase Bachmeyer Jr.
Intended for number 5, Chase Bachmeyer, is incomplete.
It's a great route. Set up.
Wouldn't have been a first down, Nick, but it would have been 3rd and short. Instead, we got 3rd and 9.
Set up Jack McDonald well there. Jack McDonald was falling back and came back, put the foot in the ground. Bachmeyer came back to the ball. Just unfortunate he didn't bring that ball in for Castleton.
What a beautiful day, sunny and in the upper 50s here in Kindred. Kindred faithful are on their feet. Mitchell throws, going to be tackled out of bounds by Kylan Swenson there, and that is Owen Wiersma.
Got the first.
Owen Wiersma picks up the first down, you're right.
Owen Wiersma.
Going to be a pickup of about 10 yards.
Be about an 11-yard gain on the play.
11 according to Mr. Dick.
First down.
That's Wiersma's second catch for 15 yards. The cowbells of Castleton are now chiming away. 5:52, 1st and 10 for the Squirrels. Whitehat says, hang on here, hang on. Now, a lot of motion there, Nick. Mitchell hands to Peyton Lamar. Peyton Lamar going the wrong way. Peyton Lamar is going to be taken down. Charlie Beaver, man, he is having a great game defensively. Blake Hushka was coming hard down the line as well.
Number 1, Charlie Beaver.
Yeah, the Kindred front right now is kind of the smallest we've seen it so far today. Well, Riley Sunderham just came back in, but Perrin Johnson was in there for the Vikings. Kind of a smallish line. Defensive line for Kindred.
That's a loss of 6. Going to put the Squirrels at 2nd and 16 with a whole host of receivers. Trip to the right for Mitchell. He calls for the ball, looks to his right. He's going to throw, he's got pressure. He's going to scramble to his right, keep scrambling, keep looking downfield. He's going to fake the throw, and he's taken down. That is a sack. That's Hunter Bindus, the sophomore.
And he's showing some emotion.
2-yard loss on the
Going to be a 2-yard loss. Hunter Bindus, I mean, we talked about a guy that was going to have to step up this year. The sophomore for the Vikings has played an integral part on the defense for the Vikings. Hunter Bindus, just a sophomore. And it's 3rd and 18. Central Cass going to take a timeout and talk about it. We'll be back in a minute. Squirrels, 3rd and 18.
There's no question that yield is at the core of everything we do at Stein. It's why we are here today, and it's what will continue to propel us and our growers into the future of agriculture. Stein and List E3 soybeans provide a significant dollar per acre yield benefit, plus access to the best weed control in the industry. That is yield plus results. Yield expected, yield delivered. Stein and List E3 soybeans have yield.
Hey fans, big 3rd down coming. 3rd down and 18. It's getting loud in here. 3rd down and 18. Squirrels with the ball on the 16-yard line. Cooper Johnson in motion. Mitchell patiently surveying. He's got some pressure. Scrambles to his left. He's going to pretend to throw. Doesn't throw. He's chased by.
Fumble.
The ball's out. Looks like Bindus
did he get it?
Are they going to give it to the Vikings? Bendis does
They
get
did.
the ball before it goes out of bounds. Max Opgren knocks that ball out, and Hunter Bendis is there to pick it up. It's the third turnover that the Vikings get. Boy, what a play defensively for the Vikings, Nicholas.
I think if you're Braden Mitchell, you see it, you don't have anyone. You have to tuck that thing down and run. He's running too much east and west, not north and south, and didn't have that ball secured. And Max Opgren catches up to him, knocks that thing out, and now Kindred gets the ball in plus territory instead of Castleton taking it down and punting it. And now Kindred's in business again.
4:28 left in the half. Vikings have 2 timeouts remaining and the ball on the 27-yard line.
Pass. Oh.
Heinrich. Ooh, I thought he was going to get hit there on out of bounds, but he did not. And I think that's going to be a loss of about 4 yards there, Nick?
Yep. But that was definitely a trick play, Josh. Those receivers did go routes, and Trey Heinrich, I know he likes to take his time, but he just was looking like he was getting ready to pass that ball, didn't see it. The Castleton cornerbacks did a great job at not biting and going after the run. They stuck with their guys, and a loss of 4 here for the Vikings.
Second, officially loss of 5, 2nd and 15 for the Vikings. Swenson gets the ball, gives it to Trey. Trey goes to his left. Not able to pick up much, maybe 3 yards. Trey Heinrich does. He's tackled by a whole host of Squirrels.
Run by number 24, Trey Heinrich. Tackle was by number 1, Marcus Biffert.
Marcus Biffert officially gets the tackle on that.
2-yard gain on the play. 3rd.
Good pressure.
13 for the Vikings.
I believe that was Tyler Cruchet on the end here that was able to really not give Trey much and direct him to Biffert. Jack McDonald checks out. Mason Almaris checks in. 3rd and 13. 3:50 and counting left in the half.
That defense really runs through Tyler Cruchet. Big-time leader here for the Squirrels, and guy to be not messed with up front for Castleton. Timeout here by Coach Green.
Yep, timeout by Central Cass. Coach Butler calls a timeout.
Nope.
No, excuse me. The Vikings call a timeout. So we will take a timeout with the Vikings. Vikings have the ball 3rd and 13 on the 30-yard line with 3:37 left in the half.
MLGC's story began in 1906 in the rural communities of Enderlin and Cooperstown. Today, MLGC is a 4th-generation family-owned company that can deliver ultra-high-speed broadband, TV, telephone, and advanced business services to customers on a 100% fiber optic network. Now available in several rural communities, including Kindred. In an era of exploding technology, MLGC's goal is to deliver future technologies that make rural North Dakota a vibrant place to live and do business. Visit them today, MLGC.com. MLGC, moving you at the speed of light.
Hey fans, welcome back. Josh Almaris alongside Nick Eggman and Lucas Clabundi on the camera. Folks, we want to thank Kindred State Bank, Jim Pearson, Sue Failer, and the gang at Kindred State Bank. One thing you can bank on, Nick, is when the Squirrels play the Vikings, it's going to be a fun atmosphere with a lot of excitement and intensity. Has it matched your expectation?
Yes, it has. These two teams, no love lost.
That's right. Yes, no, that is for sure. Vikings have the ball, looking to put some more points on the board. 3rd and 13 from the 30. Twins to the right. Charlie Beaver joins them. Throw goes to Kylan Swenson. Swenson brothers in action. Swenson tries to get to the far side. He's not going to go out of bounds. We know that darn right about Kylan Swenson, but he's only able to pick up about 3 yards. Going to be 4th down and 10.
Here we go, Josh. What we were watching here in the pregame warm-ups, right around this area, Riley Sunram was kicking from the 30. He had the leg for it.
That's the 3rd completion, and in case you're wondering, we did have an over-under at the beginning of the game. Nick said there's going to be under 8.5 completions by the Vikings. That was a cat-and-mouse game we were looking forward to. This would be a 37-yard field goal, and we watched Riley Sunram kick from 40 in the pregame. Not going to happen, though. Just a teaser.
It would have been a
4th and 11.
It would have been a 47-yarder.
Swenson to his left.
He's got his little brother.
Kylan Swenson. Oh, in and out of the hands of Kylan Swenson. Coverage by Peyton Lamar. And Kylan Swenson.
Intended for his brother, Kylan Swenson.
Kylan Swenson unable to come up with that. Good pass. Good ball by Jorgen.
Yes.
Good coverage by
Great
Peyton
coverage.
Lamar.
Castleton does exactly what they needed to do, stopped them after the turnover. Now I think they need to go get in the end zone before half. Get some momentum on their side. They get the ball to start the second half. If they can get it in the end zone and get some points here, the momentum could definitely shift over to that red team over there.
So Squirrels going to start. They have 2:40 left, and they're starting with the ball on the 28-yard line. Mitchell to Wiersma. Tackled by Max Opgran at the 35-yard line. 2 timeouts remain for the Squirrels. Wiersma with his third catch. This one for 5 yards.
Second and 4.
6 yards on the play, according to PA man Mr. Dick. Going to be 2nd down and 4. Clock runs, 2:13, 2:12, 2:11 left in the half. Vikings lead by a score of 10-0. Mitchell calls for the ball. Ball's out again, and it is recovered by Braden Mitchell. Scary moment there for Squirrel fans.
Recovered by number
if you're Castleton right now, the only thing you can't do right now is turn the ball over again. You do not want to give Kindred another shot to go down the field and score in plus territory. Make sure on this play you are safe with the ball and don't give Kindred a chance to turn you over for the 4th time.
Squirrels have turned over the ball 3 times now. Forced fumble by Sunram, an interception by Heinrich, and a forced fumble by Opgran. Here's Mitchell looking to his left, gets to the sideline, and is taken down by Max Opgran. Boy, Max Opgran is all over the field right now, Nick.
Yes, he is, and Braden Mitchell fumbled that ball again. He got lucky it went out of bounds.
Got a squirrel down. We'll try to see who it is, and then we'll take a break.
Officials timeout on the field.
I can't tell who it is right now. Nicholas, did you happen to see?
I can't see. No, I didn't see who.
Let's take a 30-second break, and we'll update. Oh, here he comes. He's coming up right now. That's number 54. 64. Kemper Pearson, senior lineman for the Squirrels, gets a round of applause. No matter where you stand on the rivalry, nobody wants to see anybody go down. Want all the players to stay safe. Speaking of safe, thank you to our farmers out there, Swenson Farms, Nipstead Farms. Thank you to our seed companies, Mustang Seed and Stein Seed. And again, best wishes to all our farmers on a safe and productive harvest. 1:20 left in the half. Squirrels punting, 4th and 9. High snap, able to be corralled in. Punt to the 40 and out of bounds. The Vikings are going to have it at the 36-yard line. Probably the final possession of the half, Nick. Vikings have the ball with 71 seconds left in the half. What are you looking for from the Vikings?
That's the thing. They have the 10-0 lead. The defense is playing outstanding. I think they're going to – this is a tough one. I think they might try and go for it in a couple pass plays. They had one just in that last possession with Kylan Swenson, but he dropped it in the end zone. But it's either a couple screens here, a couple runs with Trey Heinrich.
Yeah, you're certainly content being up 10-0 at half, but you nothing wrong with going for the dagger either. Direct snap to Charlie Beaver. Second time we've seen that play. Beaver gets about 3 or 4 yards. One thing's for sure, you don't want to have to punt the ball, right, Nick? I mean, too many things can go wrong in high school athletics with a punt.
Well, how many? Caston has 2 timeouts left. Under a minute left to play. Doesn't look like Tommy Butler's going to be taking these timeouts.
Charlie Beaver comes out of the game. Vikings have the ball. 2nd and 7, 43 seconds left.
And it looks like Kindred's content. I think they're just going to hand the ball off a couple more times, see if Trey Heinrich can break one.
Trey up the middle. Gets about 3 yards. And then is shoved back. Forward progress brings him to about the 42. That could be the last play of the half. You know, I'm kind of interested on
another 3-yard gain.
Why you wouldn't call a timeout if you're the Squirrels right now, Nick?
Make them punt.
Make them punt. Make them. I mean, they gotta. There's, like I said, a lot that could go wrong, but it looks like that's going to be it. 12 seconds remain. Coach Butler not going to call a timeout.
No, you're 100% correct, Josh.
Play clock is off, and we are going to call that a half, folks. What an entertaining half it was.
With the Kindred Vikings 10 and
the rivalry and the playoff game has not disappointed. The Vikings have have two scores, one a field goal from Riley Sunram and one a touchdown by Trey Heinrich. We're going to take a break, fans, and we're looking forward for you to join us on the Jamie R. Swenson and Park Company Realtors halftime show. If you're only halftime happy with your home, talk to Jamie R. Swenson and Park Company Realtors. Why don't you come back for the halftime show? We'll take a break for about 2 minutes and look forward to breaking down what happened in the first half of that playoff game.
Today's game brought to you by Jade Albrecht and Tyler Johnson of Peterson Farm Seed in Kindred. To maximize your farm's yields, contact Jade or Tyler at Peterson Farm Seed. Ryan Youngren, sports official, youth, and high school sports coach, reminds you that this November we have an election and there are many candidates looking to earn your vote. Visit magnitudesn.com and at the top of the homepage, click on November election to learn all you need to know about voting, including age requirements and voting site locations based on where you live. Ryan Youngren supports every Cass County citizen's right to vote. Learn more today at magnitudesn.com. Ryan Youngren wishes the Kindred Vikings and Central Cass Squirrels the best of luck in today's exciting state tournament football game.
If you're looking for a bank or insurance agency that offers big bank products and small town service, then Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency is the way to go. Live in or near the Kindred area? Stop in and chat with a friendly banker or insurance agent about all of the convenient services and features they offer. Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency are your neighbors who are here to help you grow and develop. Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Online at kindredstatebank.com.
Hey fans, welcome back into Kindred. Josh Almaris alongside Nick Eggman and Lucas Klobundi. Number one team in the state, the defending state champions, right now leading the Central Cass Squirrels by a score of 10-0. We'd take a look around the state, but everything is just kicking off right now. The winner of this game will take on the winner of Beulah and Shiloh Christian. That game is at Beulah High School, and once again, they're just kicking off. There's a 2 o'clock kickoff. On the other side of the bracket, it's Velvet Drake Animus taking on Dickinson Trinity. Velvet Drake Animus, the number 2 team in the state. That game kicking off at Velva High School just minutes ago. And the winner of that game will play the winner of the number 3 team in the state, Hillsborough Central Valley and Oaks High School. No updates to give because they're just starting. Nick,
one of those games I'm really looking forward to is Velva and Dickinson Trinity. Dickinson Trinity scores a lot of points, and Velva doesn't give up many points. It's going to be a very intriguing matchup there in Velva today.
Want to welcome you into the halftime show sponsored by Jamie R. Swenson and Park Company Realtors. A special thank you to Jamie R. Swenson and Park Company Realtors. If you're only halfway happy with your home, talk to Jamie R. Swenson, one of Kindred's finest when it comes to the realty business. Nick, what were your thoughts on the first half?
Great football game so far. These defenses for both teams are very, very good right now. Offenses aren't doing much. The only thing why we see points on the scoreboard is because Caston's turned the ball over 3 times. Without those turnovers, I fully expect this game would be 0-0 right now with how these defenses are flying around the field. That's the big bugaboo for Caston right now. You can't turn the ball over and give this Kindred team the ball in plus territory. They will take advantage of it.
Yeah, both scores for the Vikings came off of turnovers. First one was a turnover in the first quarter. Riley Sunram forced a fumble, and then the Vikings were not able to move very deep, but they were able to get about an 18-yard field goal off the foot of Riley Sunram to make it 3-0. Another turnover came came from Trey Heinrich intercepting the ball. That put the Vikings in good position, and Trey Heinrich then was able to score on a 7-yard rushing touchdown. Point after was good. That made it 10-0. There was a third turnover that the Vikings were able to force. This one from Max Opgran has played fantastically and was recovered by Hunter Bindness. Hunter Bindness, just a sophomore who has stepped up for the Vikings. He recovers that fumble in very athletic form. The ball almost went out of bounds. The Vikings took a shot at the end zone. Kylan Swenson just was unable to come up with it, and that turned them over on downs, so they did not capitalize on that turnover. But certainly, Nick, Central Cass cannot continue to turn over the ball if they want to win this game.
Yeah, they've got to find something offensively. Coach Burgad creates great schemes on the defensive side of the ball. They got to go in, talk it over at halftime, and find a different way to attack this Kindred defense and get this ball moved across the field. I think they've only been in Kindred's territory once in this first half.
I think there's only been 2 penalties, Nick. There was a false start against the Squirrels, and there was a hold against the Squirrels. I don't think there has been much else as far as I mean, both these teams look like they're playing pretty darn sharp, other than the turnovers. It's been a great game, boy.
Yes, it's. This game is all it's cracked up to be. I've been thinking about it all week ever since we saw that matchup last Saturday. How these two teams are going to come out and fight against each other, and it's been perfect right now how these two teams have come out.
58 degrees and sunny. Fantastic day for football. Quarterfinal football action. We want to thank again you for tuning in, all you fans for tuning in. We're doing the Jamie R. Swenson and Park Company Realtors halftime show. Nick, let's take about a minute break and come back and talk about what each of these teams are hearing from their coaches. We'll do that in about a minute and a half.
Kindred Storage provides secure and affordable storage 24 hours a day. The units at Kindred Storage are new construction, isolated from water and snow, and are maintained year-round. The area is also well lit to ensure safe and easy access to your possessions day or night. Call 701-428-3121 for availability, unit pricing, and more information. Kindred Storage. You can find them online at kindredstorage.com. You can also find them on the north side of the airport in the city of Kindred.
The Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota is the place for you and your friends to come and enjoy cold drinks, great food, and sports all under a friendly and fun atmosphere. Whether it's the Vikings, Twins, Wild, NDSU Bison, or one of your favorite teams, watch all the games at the Knickerbocker. Open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m., and Sunday, 12 noon to 2 a.m. You can find the Knickerbocker at 412 Main Avenue in Hickson, just a 10-minute drive south of Fargo. Take University Drive, head south until you arrive.
Hey fans, we're having a ton of fun here in Kindred, bringing you quarterfinal football action. Josh Almaris alongside Nick Eggman and Lucas Klabundi on the camera. You're joining us right now for the Jamie R. Swenson and Park Company Realtors halftime show. Castleton is going to start with the ball coming into the second half. We are about 5.5 minutes away from second half action. Nick, what's Coach Butler and his crew of coaches telling their team right now?
Well, on the defensive side of the ball, there's not much to say. They're playing great on the defensive side of the ball. Besides that one touchdown run by Trey, keep doing it. Stop the run, make them go through the air. I mean, only one big play through the air for Kindred. Jorgen Swenson's a little banged up, so I don't know if they want them to keep throwing it. So I think there's going to be a lot of heavy run. Keep stopping that for Castleton. And then offensively, you got to find new ways. I mean, I think you got to get the ball up in the air, get the ball outside. You're not going to be – your run game is working, but those big boys up front are stopping that. And when you do pass the ball, it's much easier said than done, but you got to give Braden Mitchell some time to throw. It seems like every time he drops back, he's got pressure in his face right away. But Castleton needs to get the ball to their skill players and move that thing down the field.
I'm going to turn it over to what you think Coach Crane and his staff are telling the Vikings. But before I do that, again, a thank you to our sponsors. Ryan Youngren jumped on board. Thank you, Ryan Youngren, for your sponsorship. Goldmark Commercial, Runnings, and Stein Seed. We want to thank Nipstead Farms. And again, say hi to Dolores Johnson and her crew. That's cheering on Mason Nipstead. Want to thank MJ Nipstead Management Solutions and Viking Homes. Kindred Booster Club, Swenson Farms, and Kindred Area Arts Partnership. We want to thank the Knickerbocker, and we want to wish a happy anniversary to Mike and Nicole Bice. 25 years of bliss. Congratulations to Mike and Nicole Bice. I want to thank Kindred State Bank, the folks at Kindred State Bank, Jim Pearson, Sue Failer, and Kindred Storage. Thank you to Peterson Farms, Sinorama, MLGC, Tommy's Express Car Wash, Mustang Seeds, and Jamie R. Swenson and Park Company Realtors on the Jamie R. Swenson and Park Company Realtors halftime show. If you're only halfway happy with your house, talk to Jamie Swenson. She'll hook you up. Nick, what's Coach Crane telling his boys?
Well, Coach Crane doesn't have much to say about defense. Turned the ball over 3 times, Castleton has, and they've gotten the 10 points off of it. Defense is just, keep doing your job. Keep doing what you're doing. Offensively, I guarantee you he is challenging those offensive linemen. Not a lot of success on the ground, and that is what this team is based on. He's probably getting in all those offensive linemen's face and say, hey, this game's on you. Finish it out. Run the ball. Don't let them get a chance to stop us anymore. We're running this ball the whole second half.
It's a big line that the Vikings have, but this is a line that prides themselves on the weight room. I mean, they are blessed with size, but they work their tails off to get stronger.
Yes.
And I'm excited to see how they will accept that challenge. It's a line we've talked a lot about. The Kindred Vikings have, I'm going to say they have the best line in the state. They are just so outstanding and so physical, so it'll be exciting to see how they respond. We are nearing the end of the Jamie R. Swenson and Park Company Realtors halftime show. We're going to take one more minute of a break, and then they just put 3 on the clock, so we were 2 minutes or a minute off there, Nick. We'll come back in about 2 minutes and be geared up for second half football action.
It's the untamed, wide-open landscape that we're proud to call our own. This is where Mustang Seeds got its start. Our family-owned seed company grew from humble beginnings to proudly serve farmers across the Midwest. Thanks to you, we are living the American dream. Today, Mustang Seeds is 60 years strong, but it feels like we're just getting started. Mustang Seeds, plant with pride.
Runnings is your store for more this fall and winter season. More warm and quality clothing and footwear. More leaf and snow removal equipment. More things to keep you moving and safe, like antifreeze, snow shovels, battery chargers, heaters, and more. It's the store that gives you more. And our friendly sales associates will help you find whatever you're looking for. Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success. Jamie R. Swenson of Park Company Realtors has been your local Kindred area realtor for over 10 years. She'll help you find the home you're really looking for. Growing up in Gary, Minnesota, and graduating from NDSU, Jamie has made her home in Kindred, proudly cheering on the home team in blue. Buying or selling? Make that call to Jamie R. Swenson at 701-799-1779 or visit connectwithjamie.com to browse new listings and listen to the Realtor Moms podcast. Jamie R. Swenson of Park Company Realtors supports the Kindred players of today and hometown rookies of tomorrow.
Good, beautiful Saturday afternoon once again, fans. Thanks for tuning in to the Jamie R. Swenson and Park Company Realtors halftime show. And again, a thank you to all of our sponsors. Ryan Youngren jumped on board. Stick around for the Goldmark commercial. Player of the game, following the game. Thank you to Runnings and Stein Seed. We would not be here if it weren't for you. Once again, the winner of this game, quarterfinal game, the winner of this game will take on the winner of number 4, Beulah, taking on Shiloh Christian. That game has just kicked off. It's about 12 minutes old. And there's the horn, folks, indicating that we are gearing up for second half action. What a fun time, Nick, huh?
Yes, this second half is going to be a dogfight for both teams. I expect Castleton to stay in this game. I don't think Kindred can just run away with it with how good Castleton's playing on defense.
Janelle Bubach, Jim Pearson, thanks for tuning in. Dolores Johnson and your crew, all the Mason Nipstead family in Bismarck, thanks for tuning in. We hope to not disappoint in the second half here. 24 minutes of football is all that separates one of these teams to a semifinal berth. Riley Sunram puts the boot to the ball and going to be returned by Josiah Crandall. That's an intended play. It was kicked perfectly,
Yep,
Nick.
that's
an
what they
intended
do.
play for the Vikings, and Kylan Swenson is in there on the tackle.
Kick that ball high up in the air, a little pooch it, and let your gunner go down and get it.
Well, there's a good amount of speed out there for these Vikings. They've had a long run of track success, Nick, that yours truly might be pretty darn proud of.
I wonder why.
Back-to-back state champs. They've got speed, no doubt, and they've got some big, strong kids up on the line. We'll see what they do here. Wiersma takes it to that line and is stopped for a gain of maybe two yards.
Tackle by number 5, Hunter Bindon.
Yep, Owen Wiersma, we haven't really called his name that much today. I expect him to get the ball a little bit more this second half. Let him make some action here. Maybe get him out in the open, not running through the tackles, get him out in space.
I believe he has 3 catches for right around 20 yards, and he has carried the ball 5 times for right around 20 yards. Twins to the right for Mitchell. Claps for the ball, gives it to Wiersma. Wiersma to the near side. Wiersma is able to get a little bit more room there. Call it a gain of 5 there. He's over 20 yards now. We'll call it 24 yards. Going to be 3rd down and 4. First drive of the second half. Squirrels did win the toss. They deferred their option to now and are starting the second half with the ball trailing 10-0.
Yeah, if they can get in the end zone here, this is going to be a dangerous feeling for the Vikings. It's a big play here. Don't want to go 3 and out on your first possession second half.
Look for Cooper Johnson here, guarded by Mason Almaris. Cooper Johnson going to be the target, and it's thrown right to him. Mason Almaris takes him down inside the 50.
That is a big size difference there with Cooper Johnson and Mason Almaris.
Going to be a pickup of about 12 yards, we'll call it. No, we're going to call it 10 yards. Cooper Johnson, I think you talk about the Squirrels having to do something different. I think they have to target Cooper Johnson more. He only has 3 receptions.
And it looks like it's straight up man on man. Mason Almaris versus Cooper Johnson.
Mitchell fakes the handoff, throws quick to Peyton Lamar on the near side. Going to be Cam Schwartzwalter, who takes him out of bounds. But a pickup
out of bounds by number 23, Cam Schwartzwalter.
Pickup of about 5 yards.
5-yard gain on the play, 2nd.
Lamar with another reception.
That is also another name that we need to hear a lot in the second half if Caston wants a chance at this thing.
2nd and 5, Squirrels are in Viking territory. Mitchell, twins to the right, twins to the left. Claps for the ball, gives it to Wiersma. Wiersma up the middle, tackled nicely by Max Opgren. Going to be a 2-yard gain for Wiersma.
Another big 3rd down here.
Tackle by number 3.
It's one thing that we said the Squirrels have to do. They have to go both ways with the ball. They have to be able to run it and pass it. This is their best drive we've seen so far.
Doing a little bit of both here. I expect a pass here out of the Squirrels.
If there is a knock on the Vikings, it probably is their secondary.
Yep.
They take offense to that. I don't mean to make it bad, but I think the Squirrels have to target him. He's going to do it here.
Got pressure.
Tuck and run.
This
and
is what Braden Mitchell needs to do more.
So Mitchell's going to be at the inside the 30 and taken out of bounds by Charlie Beaver. Going to be a 1st down. A gain of about 15 yards.
Yeah, see, that's what we didn't see in the first half. He'd keep looking, and then these big defensive linemen for the Vikings would come back and hit him, and he fumbled that a couple times. That time he just saw he had open field, took it down, ran for a big gain.
So the Squirrels moving the ball nicely here. They're at the 30-yard line, 1st and 10. Mitchell twins to the left, lone receiver up top, Cooper Johnson. Single coverage with safety Kylan Swenson looking that way. Wiersma runs to his right, taken down. I'm going to give it to, again, Max Opgren.
Max Opgren's having a great day.
Yep. And then Mason Nipstead looks like he was in there as well.
Blake
Hushka officially got that. Going to be a no gain there.
No gain on the play, 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, opening drive for the Squirrels. 9:09 and counting. We're just about 3 minutes into the second half. Mitchell looks to his right, throws to his right.
Comeback route.
Good comeback route. Tackled right at the mark. Going to be a first down for the Squirrels.
See right there, if you're Mason Almaris, you know you got safety help with Kylan Swenson over top. You don't have to bail out. You want to keep running stride with them, but you don't have to bail out because that opens up that comeback route that Cooper Johnson just did. You just have faith that Kylan Swenson's going to be there with you with that over top safety help.
Cooper Johnson, senior wide receiver, outstanding athlete for the Squirrels, picks up that first down, 1st and 10, 8:40 remains in the third quarter. Wiersma able to pick up about 3 yards.
This is where we saw Caston get to last time in the first half. I think it was in the first game too. They got into the inside the red zone, but Kindred just stopped them. Let's see who wins this battle this time.
2nd down and 7. Squirrels looking to break the defense of the Vikings. Vikings bending. They've bent throughout the year. We'll see if they are able to stop the Squirrels. Mitchell rolls to his right. He's got pressure. He gets away from it. Now he's running to the near side. He's got a lot of room.
Take it down.
A lot of room. And he's tackled very hard out of bounds there by Hunter Bindness. Going to be another first down. 1st down and 10 inside the 10.
Tackle by number 5, Hunter Bindus.
1st down and 10. 1st down and goal from the 10.
And a first down for the Squirrels.
And the Squirrels putting together a very nice drive here, Nicholas.
Yep. If you're the Squirrels, you got to punch this thing in. Get the momentum on your side.
Mitchell with a lone receiver to his right, 2 to his left. Handoff goes to Wiersma.
He's got
tackle.
Room. He's in there.
Wiersma's in the end zone. So Wiersma gets the Squirrels on the board for the first time
in 2 years.
10 quarters. Wiersma in the end zone on a nice 10-yard run, 10-yard rushing touchdown.
It's got to be a little bit of a monkey off your back if you're Caston here.
Well, Coach Butler was pumped up on the sideline, no doubt about that. So it's 6-0, 10-6. Squirrels looking for the point after attempt here. Carter Verkota on for the field goal. False start going to go against the Squirrels. There it is officially.
Yep.
False start penalty.
So what a great drive by the Squirrels. They needed to come out and do something, and they did just that. Spread the ball around. They ran it. They passed it. They got Cooper Johnson involved, and then Owen Wiersma was able to bring in a 10-yard rushing touchdown. Verkota now kicking from the 15. Going to be a 25-yard point after attempt. Carter Verkota waits. Snap, spot, and kick is good. So the point after is good, and we have a 10-7 game. Nick, let's take a 30-second break and see how the Vikings respond. We'll get that scoreboard squared away. Vikings lead 10-7.
There's no question that yield is at the core of everything we do at Stein. It's why we are here today, and it's what will continue to propel us and our growers into the future of agriculture. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans provide a significant dollar per acre yield benefit, plus access to the best weed control in the industry. That is yield plus results. Yield expected, yield delivered. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans have yield.
Good afternoon, Josh Almaris alongside Nick Eggman and Lucas Klabundi. The Squirrels are on the board. Vikings were able to hold them off the board for 2 straight years. 8 quarters, 9-10 quarters of shutout defense from the Vikings, but the Squirrels come out with a great attack. They pass it, they run it, they spread it around. Cooper Johnson gets involved a great deal, and then Owen Wiersma brings in a 10-yard rushing touchdown. Verkota off to kick right now. We'll see how the Vikings respond. Kickoff going to Kylan Swenson. Fantastic kick. Swenson's brought into his end zone now at the 10-yard line. Going to try to get to the outside. He's breaking a couple, and then he's hit hard by, looked like Mason Olson there, just a freshman, as I think came in there. Is that who it was, Nick?
I didn't see it.
I couldn't see the number very clear. I probably totally butchered that call on who came in, but
holy cow, whoever did come in laid a lick on Kylan Swenson.
So the Vikings have it. with the field goal shadow at their back, 7:49.
If you're the Vikings here, you can't go 3 and out. All the momentum's on Castleton's side right now. You need to take some momentum back if you're the Kindred Vikings.
Charlie Beaver in motion. Jorgen Swenson gets the ball, turns to Trey. Trey to his left.
Trey just missed a big old hole right there.
Marcus Bifford on the tackle there. Going to be a gain of about 3 yards.
Tackle by number 1, Marcus Bifford. 3-yard gain on the play.
If Trey sees that cutback lane, he cuts that thing up, and that's a first down.
Going to be 2nd down and 7 for the Vikings. 7:28 and counting left in the third quarter. Great playoff football game here in Kindred, North Dakota. Central Cass Squirrels and the Kindred Vikings duking it out. Jorgen Swenson calls for the ball. Kylan Swenson in motion. Handoff goes to Kylan. He steps in, gets a block from Trey Heinrich. He's able to get to about the 23-yard line. And it's going to be 3rd down and about 2.
Castleton fans wanted a holding call there.
Only the second run there by Kylan Swenson.
6-yard gain on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 1 for the Vikings.
6-yard gain officially.
Right there, the scheme that the Castleton team has written up for this when Kylan goes in motion is working perfectly. Their defensive ends shoot up the field, don't let him get outside, and has to cut it back in and make a lot of people miss to get out of gain.
In the halftime show, you talked about challenging the line. We'll see. This is a big moment for them. Looks like they're going to get the first down. That's a Signorama first down for the Vikings. Big first down for the Vikes. Trey Heinrich will give him a gain of 2 on that.
Number 51, Tyler Couchet. 2-yard gain on the play. And enough for
Under
Vikings.
7 minutes left in the third quarter. Vikings with that big, strong line, hustling to the ball.
Receiver to the left is Jack 20-play possession.
Jack McDonald to the left, Mason Almaris to the right. More than likely going to see a run, though. It is a run. Trey Heinrich, patient, too patient.
Yep.
We've talked about Trey Heinrich's patience. That one, maybe a little bit too much so.
You can't just stand there. You got to keep going north and south. I know you're waiting for your blocks to get open, but you can't just stand there because then everyone's flying to that ball.
On the play, 2nd and 12.
Lady momentum has seemed to shift a little bit in the favor of the Squirrels.
Yes, it has.
The Vikings were able to get a first down, which certainly was a big goal on this drive. It's going to be 2nd down and 12.
We got Bindus in at tight end.
Turn in hand to Trey Heinrich. Nothing doing again. A lot of white jerseys surrounding Trey Heinrich. It's going to be a pickup of maybe 2 yards. They were able to get the 2 yards back.
3rd and 10.
And it's going to be 3rd down and 10. Nick, you're
Big
looking
play.
for a pass here, right?
Yep, it's got to be. Maybe look for a screen to Trey Heinrich as well, or Kylan Swenson. Looks like Kylan Swenson's a little gimpy running back into the huddle.
This is a big play for the Vikings, and just the same for the Squirrels. If the Squirrels can get a stop here, they are going to be pumped up. Come into the second half, scoring a touchdown, and now they're looking to stop the Vikings. Twins to the left. They send Beaver over there as well.
No high safety again.
Yeah, no high safety. Good protection. Swenson going down the field to Kylan
Got his
Swenson.
little brother.
He caught it. He caught it at the 50. He got it down to the 44. Big play. Wiersma rolls up on Kylan at the end of it.
Again, Wiersma is the only line of defense, and they got past him again. And Kylan Swenson's too fast for these corners to fully keep up with them, and they take advantage yet again on a big, long pass.
What a huge play. The Swenson brothers, the Swenson Farm sponsored some sweet mustaches from Max, Trey, Jorgen, Jack, and Dave. Charlie Beaver, that is. This one, Kylan Swenson. What a big play from the Swenson brothers. 1st and 10 at the 44. Handoff goes to Trey. Trey, a little bit more room here. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, we'll call it. Going to be
5-yard gain.
A gain of 5.
You can even sense right there after that big play, momentum is going back to Kindred a little bit here.
It is, you know, Kindred and Castleton fans know the rivalry well. If you're tuning in and you don't know the rivalry, I hope you get some sense of it because the fans are all on the edge of their seat. The excitement level is high. These teams, do not want to end their season against the other, and they want to win a state championship. Direct snap goes to Charlie. Close to the mark, but not close enough. He's going to be at about,
Charlie Bieber on the carry.
we'll call it the 35.
Something I just noticed there, usually we saw that motion with Mason Almaris come across. He had to move out of the way for Charlie Beaver. That usually isn't the case because he's tugged up so close to the line. And that time he was off. I think that's, if you're casting, you can kind of key on that. If he's off the line, he's probably going to get that ball.
Third and 1. Excuse my crack, we're excited. 3:32 left in the third quarter. Mason Almaris in motion.
There it is
Direct
again.
snap.
Oh, Lee, what a hit.
That's a huge play there by Anthony Houle. Anthony Houle, the senior lineman, and he lays a tough hit there on Charlie Beaver. It's going to be a no gain, so the Vikings, you think they're going for it right here, Nick?
They're going for it.
4th and 1 from the 36. Expect some noise. Central Cass is getting to their feet.
Got their bells.
4th and 1. Vikings converted on a big third down earlier. We'll see if they can do it on 4th down here. Castleton loads the box. Give to Trey. Trey gets the first down. That's a Signorama first down for the Vikings. A pickup of about 4 yards.
Trey Heinrich.
The offensive line for the Vikings gives Trey plenty of room, and Trey is a dangerous running back who doesn't need a lot of room.
Yep, if you're Kindred here, either score a touchdown before this third quarter ends, or you keep running it and you have the ball when this third quarter ends. You want the ball or in the end zone when it comes to the fourth quarter.
Garrett Haugen checking in for the Squirrels. Or maybe that was Brandon Preston. Swenson with the flip to Trey. Trey trying to get the outside. Puts his left foot down. What a nice cutback there by Trey Heinrich. Going to be a pickup of 5 yards. Puts him at 50 yards, Trey Heinrich.
Tommy Butler's talking to the head ref. They wanted a holding call there. I didn't see it.
You know, Trey looked like he was going to go to the outside, recognized he couldn't get there, put his left foot in the grass, and took a nice hole there. 5-yard gain, 2nd and 5. Under 2 minutes left in the third quarter.
Tommy Butler better be careful. He's on the field right now.
Great game here in Kindred. Vikings trying to get organized. Mason Almaris and Jack McDonald going to be to the right. 8 seconds on the play clock, 1:45. Mason Almaris in motion. Goes to Charlie Beaver. Oh, no, ball's down. Going to go to the Squirrels, it looks like. Charlie Beaver tried to stretch too far. No official word yet. No official. Yep, first down, Squirrels. First turnover from the Vikings. Looked like Charlie Beaver just tried to stretch too far there. He had the first down, but the ball was knocked out, and it's a turnover.
Something to note here, too. Now we got 2 second-string safeties in for the Vikings. Looks like Jack McDonald move over to safety instead of cornerback.
1:38 left in the third quarter. Owen Wiersma gets loose. That's going to be a gain of 20 yards. We'll give him 19 yards for Wiersma.
Owen Wiersma on the carry.
Momentum right now. It is all with Caston. Kindred's going to take a timeout here.
Speaking of momentum, yep, the Vikings can sense it. They take a timeout. We'll take one with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
MLGC's story began in 1906 in the rural communities of Enderlin and Cooperstown. Today, MLGC is a fourth-generation family-owned company that can deliver ultra-high-speed broadband, TV, telephone, and advanced business services to customers on a 100% fiber optic network. Now available in several rural communities, including Kindred. In an era of exploding technology, MLGC's goal is to deliver future technologies that make rural North Dakota a vibrant place to live and do business. Visit them today.
Welcome back. Kindred, North Dakota. Josh Almaris alongside Nick Eggman and Lucas Kilbundy. A lot of motion here. by the Squirrels. Handoff goes to number 31. Nice cutback there.
Still on his feet.
Still on his feet. Trey Heinrich finally brings down. That's Isaac Wisniewski, junior running back. Picks up about 8 yards. First, that's Isaac Wisniewski's first run of the game. Going to be a run of officially 8 yards and 2nd and 2 here.
This game is turning into everything we want it to be, Josh.
It sure is. There is a lot of excitement. Wiersma now going to go to the right, and he's going to pick up a first down. First down and 10 for the... Oh, maybe not. It's going to be close. It certainly looked like the initial mark was going to be a first down. Yep, first down. First down. Blake Huschke gets the tackle. 42 seconds left in the third quarter. 42 seconds left. The clock is running. 25 seconds left on the play clock. This could very well be the last play of the third quarter. Wiersma at 50 yards now. He comes to the near side. That's Wiersma. Stiff arm. And then he's brought out of bounds. Going to be another gain of about 6 yards. Not the last play because he goes out of bounds. 6 more yards for Wiersma. He's at about 56 yards now of rushing.
2nd and 3 for the Squirrels.
Yep, they're getting a lot of yards here on the ground here, something we haven't really seen happen against Kindred that much this year. I wonder if it's a little bit of war of attrition here for these Viking boys up front.
Twins to the left for the Squirrels. Lone receiver up top, Cooper Johnson. Mitchell looks to Cooper Johnson. Gives the ball to Wiersma. Wiersma picks up another first down. Keeps the feet going.
He is running hard.
Going to be a gain of about 6 yards. 62 yards is where he's at. 16 seconds left in the third quarter. That more than likely will do it. We'll see what the Squirrels elect to do here. Clock is running. Under 10 seconds left. Looks like the Squirrels are going to be content. They won the quarter 7-0, but the Vikings are leading right now 10-7. Squirrels are threatening. They have the ball, 1st and 10 inside Kindred territory. We'll be back in a minute. Don't leave. Fourth quarter is going to be a great one.
Signarama of Fargo is the trusted, preferred signage vendor of NDSU athletics. The global leader in the sign and graphic industry, Signarama is the way to grow your business. Competitive prices, free consultations and estimates, signage solutions that fit your budget. Signarama is locally owned and committed to community support. Trusted by the Bison, be a championship business with Signarama. Call or go online at sarvalley.com.
Today's game brought to you by Jade Albrecht and Tyler Johnson of Peterson Farm Seed and Kindred. To maximize your farm's yields, contact Jade or Tyler at Peterson Farm Seed.
Hey fans, welcome back. Once again, thank you to our sponsors, Kindred State Bank. You can bank on a great game when the Squirrels and Vikings match up, and that's what's happening here. I want to thank Ryan Youngren and the Knickerbocker. Happy anniversary to Mike and Nicole Bice. 25 years of bliss and happiness. Congratulations to Mike and Nicole Bice, and thank you to the Knickerbocker for your sponsorship. Here we go, 1st and 10, 12 minutes remain. Squirrels fumble. Mitchell picks it up and falls back into Squirrel territory at the 49-yard line. Going to be a big loss.
Man,
5, 10, 15-yard loss there.
You have all the momentum in the world. You get into the fourth quarter. You're in Kindred's territory. You got the ball, and then that happens. That's a heartbreaker for Castleton right there. See if they can work their way out of it.
Yeah, this is a huge opportunity for the Vikings. Going to be a 13-yard loss, and a huge opportunity for the Vikings right now to try and get some of this momentum back. Mitchell looking to go deep. Button route there, and it's incomplete. Intended receiver Cooper Johnson, covered by Mason Almaris.
Look for a screen here. Get the ball to Owen Wiersma on a screen or a quick pass. They're going to play high safeties here with Isaac Spellhog and Kylan Swenson. They're not going to let them get to that sticks. Could be something across the middle as well.
3rd and 24. The big boys for the Vikings are Huschka Nipstead and Sunram, boy, they want to get some pressure on Mitchell right now.
Yep.
Cooper Johnson up top. Lamar's going to be up there. Trips to the left, lone receiver to the right. Mitchell sends Cooper in motion. He has the ball. Vikings looking to get pressure. They're not able to do so. Oh, there it is. Big tackle. Holy smokes. Who was that? Was that
Tyson Johnson?
Tyson Johnson with a huge tackle. Tyson Johnson, just a sophomore, hauls down Mitchell. Clock's going to keep running. We have 11 minutes that separate one of these teams from the semifinal.
That all goes to that bad snap.
It does. You're no doubt about it. 4th and 25 right now.
Have to go away from your game plan.
Huge tackle by Tyson Johnson. Here's the punt. Not a good one.
Not a good one.
Vikings got to get out of the way. They get a bounce, Castleton bounce, into the about 26-yard line where the Vikings are going to have it with 10:34 left. Oh, Nick. We haven't had the pleasure of calling a lot of
close games this year. Yeah. This is fun, Josh. This is fun. And back to that snap. If you're a center in the game of football, you never want to hear their voice. You never want to hear your name.
I didn't think the snap was that bad. I thought Mitchell was just caught looking up. Yeah, I thought it hit him in the hands, and yeah, I mean, it was not a perfect snap, but it looked like he should have had it. Okay. It just looked like Mitchell maybe was looking downfield a little bit too early. Something that our people watching can watch a replay of. Trey Heinrich almost had a big gainer there.
That's something this Kindred team's going to do.
Good tackle there by Marcus Biffert. And going to be a gain of about 6 yards, 5 yards,
Biffert's
4
down
yards.
right now. It might be cramping. I think it's cramp.
That is Marcus Biffert on the ground right now. Yeah, it looks like it's nothing too major, but it is going to take him out of the game for at least a play. Trey Heinrich's going to be over 50 yards right now. Let's take a 30-second break, Nick, and we'll come back. It doesn't look like Biffert's going to be out for long, at least a play. We'll report back when we return after a thank you to our sponsors.
Ryan Youngren, sports official, youth, and high school sports coach, reminds you that this November we have an election and there are many candidates looking to earn your vote. Visit magnitudesn.com and at the top of the homepage, click on November election to learn all you need to know about voting, including age requirements and voting site locations based on where you live. Ryan Youngren supports every Cass County citizen's right to vote. Learn more today at magnitudesn.com. Ryan Youngren wishes the Kindred Vikings and Central Cass Squirrels the best of luck in today's exciting state tournament football game.
Marcus Biffert walking off the field. That's a good sign. As we said earlier, it doesn't matter who you're cheering for. You want all the kids to stay healthy. High school athletics at its best right now. Great rivalry going on. Vikings are leading by a score of 10-7. We're in the fourth quarter. Again, want to thank some of our sponsors, Kindred Booster Club and Ryan Youngren, Stein Seed. We want to thank Sinorama, MLGC, and Peterson Farm Seed.
Let's see if the Kindred can keep this run game going. Oh, tried to get the jump to Wisniewski there.
Isaac Wisniewski just a little bit offside there. Making a guess there. Trackster, and a very good one, Isaac Wisniewski. That'd be a false start if he was running a race. But
you know who used to do that all the time in the NFL?
Time the snap?
Yep.
Von Miller?
Nope.
Then you got to tell me.
Troy Polamalu.
Oh, yeah.
Jumping over the line.
Beautiful hairdo and all that. 2nd and 1, 10-15. Patterson is in at quarterback right now, Nick. I wonder if something's going on with – here's a double reverse. Kylan Swenson. Patterson on a nice block. Kylan Swenson going to get to the far side. He's not going out of bounds. There's no way. And he gets to about the 48-yard line. 15-yard gain, we'll call it, for – Kylan. He has not been overly involved in the game.
Haven't really called his name. That trick play there to make him get the ball, and I think Patterson went in
just
to
get that block in.
block.
Yes. Good job by David Patterson, the sophomore. Under 10 minutes left here in the final quarter in the game. Vikings with a very important drive here. 1st and 10 on the 47-yard line. Clock is not running. Oh, he never went out of bounds.
He went out of bounds. He got tackled out of bounds.
Okay. Here is Trey. Big hole for Trey. Oh, he got a huge tackle there. Owen Wiersma saves the day for the Squirrel fans.
Tripped up by number 26, Owen Wiersma.
Big gain for Trey Heinrich. Could have been even bigger if it weren't for Owen Wiersma,
Yes.
standout senior for the Squirrels. Boy, he saved the day. Going to be a gain of about 15.
Wow,
for
Wiersma.
Trey.
Looked like Trey juked him too. Got him falling, but Wiersma grabbed that shoe, and that could have been one of those game-saving tackles there by Wiersma.
Sinorama first down. Vikings hope that's not the game saver. We'll see what they continue to do on this drive. 1st and 10 inside Squirrel territory. Swenson turns and hands to Trey Heinrich again. He'll gain about 3 yards. Nick, I think I'm going to go to sleep tonight hearing people yell holding.
Tackle by number 69.
Every fan wants a hold every time.
Every play.
2nd and 7.
It's a rough sport, that football game. 72 yards now unofficially for Trey Heinrich, the standout senior for the Vikings. 2nd and 7, under 9 minutes left to play. I don't know if our mic is picking that stuff up, but let's just say there's a lot of passion. We said thank you to Kindred State Bank. You can bank on a great rivalry. You're hearing it right now on the fans, from some of the fans. Here going to be a whistle, false start. I didn't see who. I know it's going to go against the Vikings, but I didn't see who maybe was a little bit antsy there.
On the play, false start on the Vikings. That is a 5-yard penalty. That'll bring up 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 now for the Vikings. Well, this has all the making for a memorable finish, Nick. If the Vikings can get the ball in the end zone, the pressure will be on the Squirrels. If the Squirrels can get a stop, they will have a tremendous amount of momentum. In motion, Kylan Swenson. He sets, twins to the left. Ball goes to Trey Heinrich. Trey Heinrich, nice gain.
This is interesting here, Josh. If Kindred doesn't get it here on this third down, do they play field position, or do they try and put the dagger in and go for that first down?
7-yard gain, 3rd and 6 for the Vikings. This, I mean, we've said there's a lot of big plays. This, I think, is one of the biggest.
I agree.
If the Vikings can get a first down, the clock continues to roll. There's under 8 minutes left in the game. We think that the challenge was made to the offensive line of the Vikings at half. We'll see how they respond here. Got to think run here, Nick. How?
I agree.
Or maybe a quick screen pass. Kylan Swenson in motion. He gets the ball. He's going to come to the near side. He gets to the 35, and it's going to be off the coastal first down. It's going to be a first down for the Vikings. A Sinorama first down. Kylan Swenson able to pick up a big one for the Vikings.
And enough for another Vikings. First down.
7-yard pickup to put Kylan Swenson at 40 yards. It's a Sinorama first down. 7.5 minutes remain in the game. I gotta admit right now, Nicholas, I'm a little bit nervous.
I'm nervous for both teams right now. This is a great game. Usually I talk more. I don't know.
Kylan Swenson, twins to the right. Turns and hands to Trey. Trey gets hit hard.
Is that number 8?
Cade Olsen Tinglestead, the junior, makes him pay. Trey gets about 3 yards. Trey has been the workhorse. He has 24 carries here today and over 80 yards. Trey Heinrich has had his number called a plethora.
Yes, and I don't expect it to stop.
6:40 remains in the game.
If you're casting, you need to stop here. This clock is ticking. You have the offense firepower to get down the field quick, but that kind of makes you one-dimensional when time's running out.
Thanks for tuning in to Magnitude Sports. This is a doozy of a game. Jorgen Swenson, 5 on the play clock. Good time. Yeah. Trey Heinrich, going to be a flag on the play. Going to be a hold, more than likely. It is a gain of 2, but more than likely going to come back. It's 2nd and 8, set to be 3rd and 6. Holding against the Vikings.
Castleton fan got what he wanted.
Second down. It'll be second down now and probably 16. We'll tell you officially. 38-yard line of the Vikings. Excuse me, of the Squirrels. The Vikings have the ball.
That'll bring up second and about 19.
Second and 19. Well, do you dial up a pass here, Nicholas?
That's a tough question here, Josh. If it is a pass, I think it'll be a quick one.
Twins to the left. Jack McDonald, Kylan Swenson. Trey Heinrich behind Jorgen Swenson. Kylan Swenson in motion. Timeout. Matt Crane and the Vikings. We'll come back in 30 seconds. The Vikings have the ball. Second down and 19 from the Squirrel 38-yard line. 6:04 remains in the game. See you back in 30 seconds.
If you're looking for a bank or insurance agency that offers big bank products and small town service, then Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency is the way to go. Live in or near the Kindred area? Stop in and chat with a friendly banker or insurance agent about all of the convenient services and features they offer. Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency are your neighbors who are here to help you grow and develop. Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Online at kindredstatebank.com.
Kindred Storage provides secure and affordable storage 24 hours a day. The units at Kindred Storage are new construction, isolated from water and snow, and are maintained year-round. The area is also well lit to ensure safe and easy access to your possessions day or night. Call 701-428-3121 for availability, unit pricing, and more information. Kindred Storage. You can find them online at kindredstorage.com. You can also find them on the north side of the airport in the city of Kindred.
Hey fans, it's beautiful in Kindred right now, and big moment here coming in the game. 2nd and 19 for the Vikings. Some think pass, some think run. It's one of the beautiful things about football. You always know after the play if it was the right one or not. Swenson calls for the ball, flips over to Heinrich. Safe bet, gets to the near side. Isaac Wisniewski misses a tackle. Trey Heinrich continues on down inside the 20. There's a flag on the play. Don't get too excited, Viking fans. Almost into the MLGC red zone, but not quite. Flag on the play. Flag was thrown at about the 36-yard line, so it's going to set them back 10 yards. Coach Butler coming across. He's got a squirrel down on the near side here. Holding against the Vikings. Going to set them now back to, that's from the 36, so it's going to go to the 46-yard line.
So it's going to be second and very long now. Squirrel player down. I think it is. Was new.
Going to be 2nd and 27. 2nd and 27. We got an injured player. We'll check back on that. Let's take one more break, Nick. 10-yard penalty. We'll get that all squared away when we return. We'll be back in a minute.
The Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota is the place for you and your friends to come and enjoy cold drinks, great food, and sports all under a friendly and fun atmosphere. Whether it's the Vikings, Twins, Wild, NDSU Bison, or one of your favorite teams, watch all the games at the Knickerbocker. Open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m., and Sunday, 12 noon to 2 a.m. You can find the Knickerbocker at 412 Main Avenue in Hickson, just a 10-minute drive south of Fargo. Take University Drive, head south until you arrive.
Hey fans, that was Josiah Crandall that was down for the Squirrels, but he's walking off the field right now. You just saw the Knickerbocker, one of our sponsors, want to wish Mike and Nicole a happy 25th wedding anniversary one more time. Thank you again to Kindred Storage, Swenson Farms, Kindred Area Arts Partnership, and Kindred Booster Club. Special thank you to Ryan Youngren, Peterson Farm Seeds, Sinorama, and MLGC. Vikings trying to get into the MLGC red zone. They thought they were, but there was a hold that brought them back to 2nd and 26. 5:54 remains in the game. Castleton faithful on their feet, making lots of noise. Swenson calls for the ball. Fake handoff, rolls to his right. Throws. He's got two guys downfield. Big catch! Max Opgren! Max Opgren with a huge catch inside the MLGC red zone. Max Opgren is pumped up as he should be. The hands on that young man, Nicholas, huh?
Oh my gosh, talk about a big play when you need a big play. Wow, Max Opgren not really used that much in this offensive scheme, but Oh, boy, did he make sure he heard his name.
Those are some construction hands, Viking Holmes hands. Holy smokes, Max Opgren. That could be the catch of the year for the Vikings
those are
fans.
construction hands. Those are some soft baby hands.
Let's see what they do with that. Inside the MLGC red zone of the Vikings, they give it to Trey. Trey is tackled inside about the 4-yard line.
Wow.
Run by number 24, Trey.
Well, that was Max's first catch of the game, and there's nothing bigger than a catch like that. We're going to call it for 40 yards. That's unofficial. Great protection for the Vikings that they gave Jorgen Swenson, and Jorgen Swenson delivers to Max Opgren. Pretty darn important that the Vikings get into the end zone, isn't it, Nick?
Yes, it is. You got all the momentum on your side now. If you punch it in, it's going to be very hard for Castleton to come back with under 5 minutes to play.
A lot of movement up there.
Another false start.
Yep,
Kindred is really shooting themselves in the foot with all these penalties on this drive. They keep moving backwards. Right now they've overcome them, but this is something they need to get fixed here.
I think that was Charlie Beaver that got moving a little bit early, and it's going to be 2nd and 9 inside the MLGC red zone coming off of a Sinorama first down. 4:30 remains in the game. Vikings lead 10-7. 2nd and goal from the 9.
I just heard a fan say finish blue. That's what they have to do here on this drive. They can't not get in the end zone here. This is a big spot for Kindred.
Making this play possible, a huge reception to Max Opgren. Kylan Swenson had to slow down a little bit, tries to get to the far side. He's able to get back to about the 6-yard line. Going to be 3rd down and goal from the 6. Smart job there by Kylan staying in bounds. It looked like he kind of slid down there and knew he couldn't get any more yards and wanted that clock to keep moving. 3:50 remains. You know, that actually was an incredibly smart play now that I think more about it by Kylan Swenson.
Yeah, you keep that clock running. You don't go out of bounds here.
Just a sophomore showing off some football IQ there, Kylan Swenson. He goes up to the top now. Jack McDonald, another sophomore on the near side. 3rd down and goal. Fake handoff. Throw. No, that's not good for Vikings. Interception. That's the stud for the Squirrels, Cooper Johnson. That was a ball that Jorgen Swenson liked to have back. He had a guy going to the
Charlie Beaver wide open going towards the pylon. I'm not sure why they passed it on that play call either, Josh. I mean,
well, I mean, if Jorgen sees Charlie, he's wide open and it's a touchdown. Yes. So a tough break for the Vikings and a fantastic break for the Squirrels. The Squirrels now have the ball. 3:24 left in the game from the 20.
This is the drive here. This is the drive for the game.
Ball's on the ground. Tackle made by Hushka.
Oh, no, it isn't.
He slips out of it. Wiersma slips out of it. Going to be a flag on the play. It's going to be a face mask.
Run by number 26, Owen Wiersma.
Face mask is going to go against the Vikings. So almost disaster for the Squirrels. Low snap. Mitchell's able to get it to Wiersma, and then Hushka has Wiersma, but Wiersma slips out of the tackle, and
personal foul, face mask penalty.
It's going to be a 15-yard penalty.
That's a 15-yard penalty.
And the Squirrels are going to have the ball at the 35 now.
That'll be 1st down for the Squirrels.
3:18 remains.
Something to note here as well, Isaac Spellhog and Jack McDonald in the secondary. Kylan Swenson's getting tended to right now. We know Jorgen's been banged up since that first quarter.
High snap off the hands. Mitchell is able to fall on it. Mitchell is able to fall on it. So, I don't think those are bad snaps.
That one's high. That one was high,
but I mean, it seems to me that Mitchell should be gathering those in.
Okay, yes, but if coming from a center's perspective, I used to play in high school. That's on you. Okay, you want the ball right at the numbers or right at the waistline. You do not want it up at his face mask because he's looking for that ball right at the numbers.
That's a second time it happened. Similar thing happened both times. 1st and 21. Should be 2nd and 21. The clock is off. Quick throw. This one to Wisniewski. Gets bottled up by his own guy. And Isaac Wisniewski, the junior, he's a dangerous guy to get out and about. It's going to be 3rd down.
4-yard gain on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 17.
What a game, Nick.
Yes.
What a game. 3rd down and 17 from the 30. Mitchell gets the ball, looks down the field, throws deep
for Cooper Johnson.
Isaac Spellhaug in coverage, no flags. Isaac Spellhaug might have gotten away with one. He did not need to make any contact.
He did
there.
not.
That was one of those where the sophomore, I think, maybe got away with one. And
yeah,
I mean, just the lack of experience. There's no reason he had to touch him whatsoever. The ball was going to go way over his head.
I just don't know if he knew where the ball was, and he tried to go after him. And
so
man, that's a lucky break.
Yeah, a tough break for Squirrels and a good break for the Vikings. 4th down and 17. This could be the game.
How many
the
timeouts?
Squirrels do have 3 timeouts left. 2:20 remains in the game. 4th and 17. The Vikings capitalize early on a big one. What will the Squirrels do? Deep pass down the field. Cooper Johnson and Mason O'Mara.
Oh my!
What a fantastic catch by Cooper Johnson. So the Squirrels now with a big catch.
Pass is caught by number 4, Cooper Johnson.
Inside the 30, going to be at the 29. First down on that 4th and 17. Mitchell to Cooper Johnson. Squirrels with the ball, 2:05 remains in the game. 4th quarter. First down and 10. Mitchell, hands to Wiersma, up the middle, maybe for 2.
With their timeouts here, they can run the ball.
Anything they want. Yep. Timeout right now for the Squirrels.
I think we got to stay here, Josh.
We could stay here.
What a play. Big play by Max Opgren down here. Big play by Cooper Johnson. I don't know. I'm just loving this right here, Josh.
Yeah, what a game. What a game. The Vikings had a huge reception to Max Opgren, and then they threw an interception. Now the Squirrels get a huge 4th down and 17 completion. Mitchell to Cooper Johnson. You knew Cooper Johnson was going to play a big part in this game. Senior wide receiver. Fantastic athlete for the Squirrels. He catches a huge pass there from Mitchell. 2nd and 8 from the 28.
Nerves got to be flowing. Everyone here. Squirrels are coming back at the Viking chant, going with their own Squirrel chant. This atmosphere is electric here, Josh.
No doubt about it. Season on the line for both teams. Win or go home. Snap to Mitchell. Looks to his left.
Screen.
Right, excuse me. Now it's to Wiersma. Screen. He's going to be inside the 15-yard line. Going to be a pickup of about 10 yards to Wiersma.
Tackled at the Vikings 15-yard line. And a
1:45 remains in the game. First down and 10. Squirrels can get a first down if they get it inside the 5. Cooper Johnson on the near side. Hand off to Wiersma up the middle. He's got a lot of room. Right at the first down marker. Might be just shy of a first down. 2nd down and 1. So Wiersma with a gain of 9 puts him at 71 yards. 65 seconds remain in the game. The Squirrels are knocking on the door. They're at the 6-yard line. We are under a minute. Play clock at 15.
Expect a run.
Mitchell, low snap, he gathers it in. Wiersma to the far side, tries to cut in. He is at the
down at the 1.
Down at the 1. Squirrels, yeah. The far side official, I thought he was going to put his arms up, but it looked like he was down and he was just waving. So it's going to be 45 seconds left. First and goal from the 1.
At the 2-yard line.
Clock is going. 40 seconds. Quick snap.
False start.
Start.
No.
Flag on the play.
Why are you going fast there, Josh?
The only thing I can think of is if you're trying to get the Vikings off.
Why?
You know, but you got lots of times, and you don't. I mean, at this point, you obviously want to score, but you don't want to score too fast. 38 seconds left in the game. Clock is running. Now it's stopped. Timeout, Castleton. Timeout, Castleton with 36 seconds left. We'll take a 30-second break, and we'll be sure to be back 30 seconds. We'll be back. Squirrels knocking on the door. 1st and goal from the 6. Well, here we go, fans. It's quarterfinal football. One of these teams is going to go to the semifinal. Vikings lead by a score of 10-7 right now. 36 seconds left in the game. 1st and goal from the 6 for the Squirrels. Trips to the right. Mitchell with Wiersma to his right. Gets the ball. Looks to pass. Has Wiersma. Nice catch, probably good. Running. 1 timeout left for the Squirrels. They call it now. 28 seconds left in the game. Almost would have been better for the Squirrels if Wiersma would have dropped that ball because they get they get 1 yard on that. The clock did continue to run, so it forced the Squirrels to call a timeout. No timeouts remaining now for the Squirrels.
Now it's tricky. I don't know if you can run.
I think if you're going to run, you got to call 2 plays right now. We're running this and we're running this and we're going. I mean, if you run 2 plays right, or if you run the ball right now, you have to have your second play ready immediately.
I just saw Verkota. You just kicked one into the net. He's coming up to the huddle up here. I think you have a couple pass plays you can run. I don't think you can run it. You go for the end zone twice, twice here on 2nd down and 3rd down. And then you kick that field goal with Josiah Crandall to go into overtime.
Well, I mean, Cooper Johnson is one of the best out there, and Peyton Lamar's had a big day as well. So, I mean, you've got receivers that if the defensive line for the Vikings can't get pressure on Mitchell, you've got receivers that if you get them the ball, you give them a chance, good things are likely to happen on the Squirrels side of things.
I think
you're right. I think you got to pass it, Nick. Twins to the left. It's Lamar and Johnson. Lone receiver to the right is Chase Bachmeyer. That's Lamar in motion. Mitchell.
Handoff.
He does hand it off. He is stopped short. We'll see what happens. 22, 21, 20. The clock is going. 18 seconds, 17 seconds.
Injury is going to stop the clock for Kindred.
No. And that's a bad injury. It looks like shoulder. And boy, did the Squirrels get a break there. Trey Heinrich down for the Vikings. That's a double break. Trey Heinrich in pain. Stop the clock at 16 seconds. Boy, what would have happened?
I think
all kinds of things on the table right now with Trey Heinrich down, 3rd and 2. Let's take a 30-second break here, Nick, and we'll be back with you for the end of this game.
It's the untamed, wide-open landscape that we're proud to call our own. This is where Mustang Seeds got its start. Our family-owned seed company grew from humble beginnings to proudly serve farmers across the Midwest. Thanks to you, we are living the American dream. Today, Mustang Seeds is 60 years strong, but it feels like we're just getting started. Mustang Seeds, plant with pride.
Runnings is your store for more this fall and winter season. More warm and quality clothing and footwear. More leaf and snow removal equipment. More things to keep you moving and safe, like antifreeze, snow shovels, battery chargers, heaters, and more. It's the store that gives you more. And our friendly sales associates will help you find whatever you're looking for. Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs.
Brian Youngren, sports official, youth, and high school sports coach, reminds you that this November we have an election and there are many candidates looking to earn your vote. Visit magnitudesn.com and at the top of the homepage, click on November election to learn all you need to know about voting, including age requirements and voting site locations based on where you live. Ryan Youngren supports every Cass County citizen's right to vote. Learn more today at magnitudesn.com. Ryan Youngren wishes the Kindred Vikings and Central Cass Squirrels the best of luck in today's exciting state tournament football game.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
Hey fans, we didn't forget about you. Trey Heinrich's still down, looks like just speculating, shoulder issue, and he's in a lot of pain. We most certainly wish him the best as he's popping up here now. Vikings are going to pick him up, bring him off the field here. Training staff tending to Trey Heinrich. Squirrels have the ball 3rd and goal from the 2, 17 seconds left. Let's take one more 30-second break. Nicholas, just wanted to give everybody an update on what's happening. We'll be back in 30 seconds. 17 seconds left in the game.
Jamie R. Swenson of Park Company Realtors has been your local Kindred area realtor for over 10 years. She'll help you find the home you're really looking for. Growing up in Gary, Minnesota, and graduating from NDSU, Jamie has made her home in Kindred, proudly cheering on the home team in blue. Buying or selling? Make that call to Jamie R. Swenson at 701-799-1779 or visit connectwithjamie.com to browse new listings.
All right, Trey Heinrich coming off the field right now. 3rd and goal from the 2. Squirrels have no timeouts. You got to think pass here. It's going to be a pass. They do have a very capable field goal kicker. Clock is running. 15 seconds. Now it's stopped. A little bit of confusion here. I think the clock should have been running.
Well, yeah, because it's just an injury. Once the ball is set, it should go.
But the white hat says no. Now we're going. 17 seconds. Stopped on the clock. Not. It's not going. Mitchell calls for the ball. Hands.
Got in.
Touchdown, Squirrels. Touchdown, Wiersma, the Squirrels. That was a gutsy call, Nick.
Yes, it was.
Really gutsy call from the Squirrels. They're able to get in the end zone. They're going to take the lead. It's 13-10 with 13 seconds left in the game. Boy, if the Vikings stop Wiersma there, I don't know if they would have got another playoff, Nick.
I don't think they would have. There is still time on the clock. I forgot to hit stop.
So 12.7 left in the game. Crandall on to kick the extra point. Squirrels lead by a score of 13-10. Snap, spot, kick. And the kick is good. So the Squirrels take the lead 14-10.
The Central Cass Squirrels 14 and the Kindred Vikings 10.
Vikings have one last chance with their back against the wall here. It was an Owen Wiersma 2-yard rushing touchdown.
Tails 2 halves here, Josh. Kindred didn't turn it over first half. Caston turned it over 3 times. Kindred's turned it over in plus territory twice. And now we see Caston take advantage of that and go up here with 12 seconds left.
Well, if you're Castleton right now, you got to squib kick it, right?
It's a squib. Don't let Kylan touch the ball.
We've seen Kylan Swenson run it back before. Charlie Beaver certainly capable of it as well. But you're right, 2 big turnovers on the Vikings. An interception that Cooper Johnson had. And what was the other turnover, Nick?
The Charlie Beaver fumble.
Yep, Charlie Beaver. Yep, that's right. So it is Kylan Swenson and Charlie Beaver back deep. More than likely they will not see the ball here. 12.7 seconds left. Vikings trail by 4. Field goal is out of the question right now. Carter Vercoda on to kick for the Squirrels. Vercoda kicks the ball. He does kick it deep. This going to Beaver. Beaver going to field it on the near side. Clock's going. Beaver runs into his own guy. Tackled by Isaac Wisniewski at the 40. Boy, that was dangerous, Nick.
Yes, it was.
40-yard line for the Vikings. 8 seconds left. You've got time for one play, maybe two.
I think you do a quick one, try and get some yards, and then you got to Hail Mary it.
39-yard line officially is where the Vikings are going to start with the ball.
I'm not sure how far Jorgen Swenson can throw the ball is the thing.
Well, you could look for a hook and ladder here. You could look for, a whole lot of different things here. But at the end of the day, the Vikings, they need to get in the end zone. There's 8 seconds left. Twins to the left, twins to the right. Nobody in the backfield. Swenson gets the ball, looks to his right, passes to his right. Beaver.
Get down. Got to get down.
Gets down, timeout, 1.7 left. So the Vikings have one shot at it. Good completion there to Charlie Beaver. Going to be a pickup,
Charlie Beaver.
about 25 yards.
That yardage is enough for another Vikings first down. Timeout called by the Vikings.
So here it is, the final play of the game. 1.7 seconds left. The Vikings are 44 yards away from getting into the end zone. If they do, they win. If they don't, Central Cass Squirrels are victorious.
Get your boys out there, get them to the end zone, make sure that line blocks it up, and Jorgen Swenson's got to throw it. He's got to get it there. He's got to give his receivers a chance, and the offense line's got to give Jorgen a chance by blocking up. What I'm interested in seeing right now is Max Opgrand is not on the field. He had that big catch.
Yeah, that is interesting. Max Opgrand, a big body too. One of the bodies you'd love to have in the end zone. So Max Opgrand on the sideline right now.
And on the clock, if you're just joining in, there's
1.7
seconds.
So this is it. Receivers, Beaver, Schwartzwalter, Mason Omeris, Jack McDonald. And then on the far side up top, can't see who that is.
I can't see either, Josh.
Here we go. Here's the game, folks. 1.7 seconds remain. And the snap. Swenson rolls to his left. He's got pressure. He's got a lot of pressure. He's taken down, and that'll do it. The Central Cass Squirrels are victorious.
And that's the end of the game with the Central Cass Squirrels 14 and the Kindred Vikings 10.
And they're storming the field.
Central Cass Squirrels coming to Kindred to knock off the Kindred Vikings. The first time they've won a game against the Vikings since 2015. They're storming the field.
Good for Cass, Tim.
Thank you for attending today's concert.
Congratulations to Central Cass Squirrels. They have punched their ticket to the semifinal. We'll come back in about 2 or 3 minutes, and we will enter into the postgame show, the Knickerbocker postgame show. If you're looking for something to do fun before or after a game, stop by the Knickerbocker. We'll be back in about 2 minutes to break this down.
There's no question that yield is at the core of everything we do at Stein. It's why we are here today, and it's what will continue to propel us and our growers into the future of agriculture. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans provide a significant dollar per acre yield benefit, plus access to the best weed control in the industry. That is yield plus results. Yield expected, yield delivered. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans have yield.
MLGC story began in 1906 in the rural communities of Enderlin and Cooperstown. Today, MLGC is a fourth-generation family-owned company that can deliver ultra-high-speed broadband, TV, telephone, and advanced business services to customers on a 100% fiber optic network. Now available in several rural communities, including Kindred. In an era of exploding technology, MLGC's goal is to deliver future technologies that make rural North Dakota a vibrant place to live and do business. Visit them today, MLGC.com. MLGC, moving you at the speed of light.
Signorama of Fargo is the trusted, preferred signage vendor of NDSU athletics. The global leader in the sign and graphic industry, Signorama is the way to grow your business. Competitive prices, free consultations and estimates, signage solutions that fit your budget. Signorama is locally owned and committed to community support. Trusted by the Bison, be a championship business with Signorama. Call or go online at sarvalley.com.
Today's game brought to you by Jade Albrecht and Tyler Johnson of Peterson Farm Seed and Kindred. To maximize your farm's yields, contact Jade or Tyler at Peterson Farm Seed.
Hey fans, welcome back into Kindred. The game has went final. The Squirrels have defeated the Vikings by a score of 14-10. It was the tale of two halves, as we already talked about. Stick around for the Goldmark Commercial Player of the Game. We're going to announce that here momentarily. Once again, welcome into the Knickerbocker postgame show. If you're looking for something fun to do before or after a game, stop by the Knickerbocker. And again, a happy anniversary to Mike and Nicole Bice, 25 years. Big congratulations to them. Tale of two halves. Once again, in the first half, the Vikings were leading 10-0. They turned over the Squirrels 3 different times, but in the second half, the Squirrels were able to turn over the Vikings 2 times. They recovered a fumble, and they had a Cooper Johnson interception in the end zone. And then after that, it was really the work of Owen Wiersma that made the difference in the game. Owen Wiersma had a 10-yard rushing touchdown in the third quarter and a 2-yard rushing touchdown in the fourth quarter. A gutsy play that paid off. If Wiersma doesn't get into the end zone, who knows what would happen. But the ifs, ands, and buts are nothing but candy nuts right there,
yep.
Nicholas.
Yep, no ifs, ands, and buts now. Final score.
So the Squirrels see themselves victorious by a score of 14-10 in a game that, like we said, was the tale of two halves. They punched their ticket to the semifinals. We'll have an update on the game that they're going to be paying close attention to right now, Beulah versus Shiloh Christian in Beulah. But before we do that, Nick, why don't we turn it over to you, and you talk about the Goldmark Commercial Player of the Game. And again, a special thank you to Goldmark on your sponsorship of not only Magnitude Sports, but for the Player of the Game. Goldmark Commercial Player of the Game. Nick Eggman, take it away.
Well, we got to give it to Owen Wiersma. Cooper Johnson was a close second on that big 4th and long to get them into this field position they had, but Owen Wiersma punched that thing in, and he was really the workhorse this second half for the Squirrels and punched that thing in to win, eventually just get that final score to win for the Squirrels here.
Well, it was actually 4th and 17 that Cooper Johnson made that reception that kept that drive alive. If that reception isn't made, then Castleton's not in the position to be down in the field like they were. So Cooper Johnson, certainly an honorable mention. He had a huge reception on 4th and 17, had the interception, but no doubt Owen Wiersma, his 2 touchdowns, a huge difference in this game. For the Squirrel fans that are looking for an update out west, it's Beulah right now at the end of the first half, leading Shiloh Christian by a score of 8-0. So Beulah right now, after one half of play, leading 8-0. That right now looks like it could be next week's semifinal. If Beulah does win, then Central Cass does travel out to Beulah to take on Beulah in the semifinal. Want to give a thank you to our sponsors one more time. Kindred Storage and Kindred State Bank, Knickerbocker, Swenson Farms, and Kindred Area Arts Partnership, Kindred Booster Club, Ryan Youngren, thanks for jumping on board, Viking Homes, Nipstead Farms, and MJ Nipstead Management Solutions, Stein Seed, Runnings of Moorhead. You heard the Goldmark Commercial Player of the Game just now. Jamie Swenson and Park Company Realtors, Mustang Seeds, want to thank Tommy's Express Car Wash, MLGC, Peterson Farm Seeds, and Sinorama. Nick, that rivalry game is one for the ages.
It's all it's cracked up to be every time they play. Something like this always seems to come down. It always comes down to that last couple plays and whoever's got that ball in any of the sports.
We want to wish the Central Cass Squirrels good luck as they continue on their journey of fighting for a state championship. We want to congratulate the Kindred Vikings on an outstanding year. They were 10-1 on the year. They ran in the last 2 years. They have won 21 games in a row now. Phenomenal run here by the Kindred Vikings. Phenomenal group of senior athletes that have done just an outstanding job, and we want to congratulate all the Vikings for the things that they've done this year. And once again, congratulations to the Central Cass Squirrels as they continue their run throughout the state in 11-man Class B playoffs. Nick, any closing thoughts?
Nope, it was a good football season here. Probably our last game here of the fall until the basketball season. So thanks for tuning in, and congrats to the Squirrels.
We look forward to being back here for basketball season. Stay tuned. If you're looking forward to sports coverage on Magnitude Sports, we will hopefully be back with you in the winter months here. Hope everybody enjoyed the broadcast. It was a great competitive battle between two very good teams, Nick. I think we're ready to sign it off. You think so?
Yep. Thanks again to all the viewers.
All right. So for Lucas Klabundi and Nick Eggman, my name's Josh Almaris. Hope you guys all have a good night.
Seating has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Don't forget to subscribe, click the bell, and visit our website at magnitudesn.com for a schedule of our upcoming broadcasts.